How's it going, everybody? I, of course, am Dr. Delay, and today we have some more women's Olympic hockey, as today we have a huge matchup between the United States of America versus Canada. Many ways I could introduce Canada, but we'll go with Canada. Canada, again, really solid. Both teams undefeated. Both teams favorited to go to the final gold medal match. Of course, that'll be a little ways away, but of course today we got this Group A action. Again, both teams undefeated. Both teams, again, eyeing to get that number one spot in the knockout round. Most likely, again, the winner of today's matchup will be, I guess Sweden has some sort of an argument for them. As you can see, again, the standings. Let me go ahead and move my big fat head. That would probably help if you want to see everything. There you go. But yeah, you can see again the United States with 9 points. Canada, of course, was 6. They have yet to play. They haven't played 3 games yet. This will be their 3rd game. This will be the United States' final game of group action. Again, in Czech Republic. And again, everyone gets in for Group A. The top 3 teams for Group B do get in. So again, they don't really have to worry about anything, really. It's just a matter of where you're going to be placed in the knockout round. And again, Sweden has a pretty legit shot at wrapping up that Group B as they take on, I believe, Japan today. But again, these teams, again, very fearsome rivals. Both teams looking to, again, get a leg up, I guess, on their opponent, because these teams will most likely play again later down the road. Canadian, but the first time in 20 years you root for the United States. All right, well, welcome on for the United States. There we go. Appreciate it. United States in their white jersey, blue pants, or I guess that'd be pants. Canada, I believe, in red jersey. I didn't quite get to see their lower body. They're the pants. I'll get you. Pants are black, so red and black for Canada, white and blue for the United States. Again, we're just a few moments away from starting. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Where's the match? It's in Italy, all in Milan, Italy. So, again, all the Olympics, I guess if you want specifics, there you go, right above my face. Milano, Sant'Aggia, IHL Arena. Face-off about to happen as we're about ready for some action. Face-off won by the Canadians as they are facing right to left and immediately already a stoppage of play. So that was awesome. Most riveting part of the game, 4 seconds in, whistle blown. But yeah, again, Canadians moving right to left. United States white, left to right. They are on. It's on USA Network. Canadians winning the faceoff yet again as they're circling, closing in on the goalie. United States has behind the goalie. Now the Canadians with it, as the Canadians looking very aggressive early on. Pucks gliding into the Canadians with it on the top board, just sending it across the ice. United States with it now, sending it up the ice, and now it's with the Canadian goalie who sends it off to one of the defensemen who will send it off to the United States in their own end. United States with it, sending it to the near boards as she keeps skating, sends it up, and that is going to be for icing. No one was there, no one there on the other end of the pass except for the rear end board. Bilka, Heisey, Murphy in on the first line. Appreciate the play-by-play. Yeah, I don't know. You got some negative luck. That's not good. Again, I'm not the I'm not the hockey expert, but I will do my best as Canada winning the faceoff yet again as she sends it up on the boards here, the near side of the United States side, and that is going to be, she's crunched. Now she sends it up the boards. I can't even speak. Canada with it, as now there's going to be an offsides. So another, again, kind of butchering the English language early. Believe it or not, I actually did just wake up, so that's my bad. But we're getting there. We're going to get there. We're going to fix it, and we're going to make it okay. How's it going, Scott? Good to see you. Another face-off here on the Canadian side, won by the Canadians yet again. United States trying to poke their stick in there, but Canada just too good. As United States with it once again, turns it over. Now United States with it on the far side, and another stoppage of play. So many stoppages of play in the first 3 or 4 real-time minutes. But just again, just only a minute 16 has been taken off the clock. It's 61 degrees in northern Kentucky today. Wow. I guess it's about, 70-something over here. Going 5-0 again? Yeah, I don't think so. Another face-off here on the Canadian side. Face-off won by the Americans as she sends it back towards her own end. And the defenseman will send it up towards the Canadian side. Canada with it behind her own goalie, sending it up on the near side, on the near wall. And they're in the near corner there, just muscling away. Canada wins for the moment. Canada with it behind her own goalie. She sends it up on the far wall. It connects on the pass, but then she stumbles and falls. United States with it now on the far side, on the far circle. She sends it to the near circle where Canada is awaiting for it. And they will have the puck yet again. Turns it over to the United States. She has it on the near side. Now Canada with it on the near circle. Racing behind the goal. United States poking it away. United States on defense for really the first time this tournament. United States now sending it up. And now it's poked away by Canada. Canada with it on the far circle. She cuts inside, sends it behind the goalie, where no one's really waiting for. United States with it now on the near corner. She sends it behind the goalie, and now Canada greeting her as she tries to gatekeep the puck. She's just holding it on the wall, trying to find an American with her. Really only one there. Canada, though, all over her, but the United States winning it. She sends it up to the far wall. She pokes it forward to Canada, and now she wins it back. But Canada wins it in their own end. She's now taking it again right to left. Now moving to the far wall. She will lose possession. The United States with it now on the far wall. As she sends it around the goalie to the near corner. United States with it on the near circle. Looking around. Sends it to the blue line. Shot's going to be deflected. And sends it inside and saved by Canada. So I believe that was the first official shot on target. So, for now, 1-1 on the shots with about 3 minutes in on this game. Doing well at 64 degrees where you live. Nice. We had the snow melting weather. The stuff's been here for weeks. That is tough. That is tough. I don't know. I kind of already missed the cold weather because now it's kind of getting... It's approaching hot weather. I don't like it. Face-off won by the United States on the near circle. Edwards loses possession. Now they have it behind the goalie. Canada with it now behind her own net. As Canada will send it up. Edwards now with it, though. Sends it inside. Deflected away. United States with it now on the far circle. Now Canada does poke it away. Gives it up, though, to the Americans as they have it on the far circle. Now she gives it up as Canada now has it circling behind her own goalie. Sending it up on the near wall. That's going to circle around, and that's going to be an icing. You got to make a USA emoji for the Olympics or every other country. Either way. Either or is good. I guess so. I need to have a United States one, yeah. That is a good call. Yeah, I'm slowly trying to figure out what to fill it out. Because if I were to delete those, I would actually lose a few emoji, like slots. So I need to keep them up for now. That's why I haven't deleted them. United States winning the faceoff. She has it at the blue line, sending it to the far circle. Sends it inside. Shots, goal! And the United States opens it up with the goal. Look at that. 1-0. United States leading. Caroline Harvey with the goal. Haley Wynn sending it to Harvey. United States leading 1-0. Nice stuff there again. Winning the faceoff. Sending it to the blue line. Then she just sends it in. And I believe it was poked in there. No, it just happened to be, it just went through the goalie's legs. 1-0 United States leading over Canada. Look at that. 2 shots for the United States, 1 shot for Canada. Face-off won by the United States as she sends it to the far side. Now to the near corner on the Canadian side. As now the United States with it. Sends it inside, deflected away by the goalie. United States has it at the blue line. Looking around, she sends it to the near side. Canada with it on the near corner. She sends it to the far corner where the United States has it. United States with it. Canada closing in, taking it away. Canada now has it on the near circle. Sends it up to the center ice as she flicks it up and above. Everybody, United States now with it on the near corner. She sends it to the near circle. She's skating down the ice rink, and now she takes a big hit. Canada now with it. Canada, this guy. Canada now with it on the near side, near wall, as looks like she gives it up to the United States. She now skates behind her own goalie, sends it up on the near wall. Now she quickly gives it up. A lot of groans from the crowd. Canada now with it on the near side, near corner, sends it up the wall. And a nice pass there. Now she's crossing center ice. And Canada with an opportunity, but United States quickly closing it down, sending it to the Canadian end. Canada now has it on the near side, near circle, closing in on the goalie. Sends it inside, deflected away. United States trying to get rid of it, and they will. She will just kind of settle down behind her own goalie and wait for a line change. There they go. They go crossing center ice, as now there's going to be a foul. I believe it's an offsides on the United States. We got this. Yes, sir. USA. Yep. Again, so far the difference of the day. Caroline Harvey from Salem, New Hampshire. Again, my brain is not working right now. Just woke up not too long ago. I know it's pretty disgusting. Anyway, United States with it on the near circle. Now sending it to the far circle. And now is going to be given up as Canada now has it behind her own net as she circles it around. United States with it now at the blue line. Looking around, sends it to Edwards. Edwards sends it inside, and it's going to be saved by the Canadian goalie. Went off the backboard, then bounced back towards the goalie. And I guess she thought, hey, she'll go ahead and just down it. So another face-off ensuing. 14-15 left to go in the first period. Your shirt looks like how the old CRT TV is static. It does, doesn't it? Look at that. Why does it look like that? Probably because it's too small. Anyway, United States with it. I'll have to adjust that. It's still, oh my gosh, that's terrible. Anyway, United States has it behind the Canadian goalie. Canada now taking it back, because I'll just make myself a little smaller. United States with it on the near side, sending it up. Sends it inside, deflected away by the Canadian defenseman. Or defense lady, I should say. As United States now with it on the behind the goalie. She sends it to the far circle, looking around, sends it inside, deflected away. Pass a little too strong. As now there's going to be a lot of contact. The Canadian goalie on her rear end. Canada doesn't seem to like it as they start pushing and shoving United States. United States like, hey, you know, it just happens. Go USA. Yes, sir. Where's USA men's basketball? That's not happening here. Just jamming to your music plugged in my DJ speaker. Your music is nowhere as loud as your mic. Really? I don't know. That's interesting. I'm very sorry, DJ. Yeah, I don't know why my shirt. It's a United States shirt. No one really would believe me. You kind of see it right there. But, oh well, I guess. 2026 Caroline Harvey. Again, the difference of today's game. 2 goals, 3 assists so far. Not a bad showing for her at these Olympic Games. Yeah, that is crazy. What is with that static looking? Yeah, I completely, yeah. If I just make myself huge, it goes away, kind of. Well, not really. I don't know. Maybe I'll change my shirt. Not on camera, of course. That would be pretty disgusting. Again, we do have a stoppage of play here. Again, United States leading 1-0. 3 shots by the United States, 1 shot by Canada. Canada, for the first 3 or 4 minutes, I mean, they looked like they were dominating, to be honest with you. But after that, I should say 2 or 3 minutes. Because, yeah, no, the United States have kind of turned it around as they've been playing a lot of stuff in their own end. Looks like Canada's going to be down a player. Blair Turnbull. All right, so Blair Turnbull with an illegal hit. I don't know if that happened, I think, after the play. I guess that's why they were reviewing it or something. I'd like to see what happened. I'd like to see a replay. But yeah, going to be a power play for the United States, so we'll see if they can take advantage. Mixed curling. Yeah, no, I actually caught the end of that as I was turning on everything, as I'm waking up, turning on the TV. I'm like, oh, they just happened to lose. But a good showing by the United States, getting silver. Face-off won by the United States. She has it now at the blue line, sending it to the far circle. She's skating inside, looking around. As she sends it just shy of the blue line. Now sending it to the near circle. Sending it just shy of the blue line. Far circle. Shot's going to be deflected wide. Canada now with it on the far corner. She sends it up the ice. And that'll make the United States start over. United States have scored 30% of the time whenever they do have a power play. It's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. 1:30 left to go on the power play. Canada playing a little aggressive. Will it come back to bite him? Sends it to the far circle. She's got an opportunity. Now she's going to fall down, skating behind. The goalie cut too sharply. United States now with it on the near side. Canada now poking it away on the near corner. She's looking around, trying to find something. Puck does escape, and now it's with Canada. Canada now on the offense, despite being a lady down, as she's looking around, and now it's going to be an offsides for Canada. They were trying to do the fast break there. But no offsides nullifies that fast break opportunity. Sleeping in. I just couldn't sleep, so I actually woke up at 6 this morning. I actually went to bed not too bad. Not too bad for me. 12 o'clock. Woke up at 6 because my wife, she went to work. And yeah, I just couldn't go back to sleep. And then I finally went back to sleep. And then I just woke up. The alarm woke me up just a few minutes prior to me getting everything ready. United States with it now. 50 seconds left on the power play. She has it on the near wall, sending it to the far wall, crossing center ice as she's deking through everybody. She's now behind the goalie, but now it's poked away. Canada now with it behind her own net. And she's looking around, sends it up the far wall. Stopped, though, by the Americans. Canada now winning it back as she flicks it way out of play. That was as out of play as anything. That was quite the foul ball there. Again, baseball season is upon us. Did you see the medals awarded are breaking? Really, that's kind of pathetic. Not really not shocking at all. But that is pathetic. Yeah, like the gold medals, I heard they're not even like real gold anymore. Or like they have like very little gold. Face-off has to start over due to a early start there by the United States. 30 seconds left on the power play. Again, 1-0 United States over Canada. Face-off won by the United States. She has it at the blue line, sending it to the far circle. She's looking around. Sends it just next to the goalie. Sends it back to the far circle. She's looking around. 20 seconds left on the power play. Edwards sends it inside, and that is deflected wide. Now on the near corner. She skates around to the near circle, sending it next to the goalie. She's now at the near circle. Looking around, trying to find somebody. 10 seconds left on the power play. Sends it to the far circle. Sends it inside, deflected wide. I think it hit the leg of her teammate. It looks like that's going to be a power play kill for Canada. 11:30 left to go here in the first period. 1-0 United States leading. Again, the difference of the game is Caroline Harvey scoring again with just 3:45 into the game. Again, it kind of took a while with all the stoppages as the puck collides back behind the United States goalie. She sends it out wide to a defenseman who sends it up the far wall, now sending it to the near wall. She's looking around, sends it up to the far wall. Nice passing, deflected though by Canada. Good defense as the United States now with it as the puck collides past the United States goalie. A little bit wide, of course. United States gatekeeping it there on the near corner. Puck does come loose, but no one is moving. Now the United States with it. As now she sends it back behind the goalie. Some audio issues on their end, apparently. What the heck's going on? United States now with it on the near side. She's looking around as everyone's just going to keep gliding by, skating by. United States with it, crossing center ice. As the United States with it on the far circle. It's 1 versus 5. And she still has the puck. Now it's taken away. Good effort there by the American. I believe that's Curl. United States with it behind the goalie. As the puck just glides in front of the goalie. area. She sends it inside, deflected, and saved by the Canada goalie. A lot of pushing and shoving by, I think, Joy Dunn. She was getting in there, pushing and shoving the Canadians. Canadians, of course, didn't like that she was close to the goalie. So really, Canada started it. United States like, hey, we will not back down. Nice shot. Deflected off the stick. Wow, that was almost 2-0. Gold and silver medals haven't been solid gold or silver since 1912, but the bronze medal is 100% bronze after all this time. There we go. Who's your gold medal pick for men's hockey? I wouldn't know. Again, it's probably Canada or the United States, if I had to guess. Shrinkflation, right? It's everywhere, even at the Olympics, as Canada winning the faceoff, sending it to the United States. And again, we're crossing 10 minutes mark, the 10-minute mark here in the first period. United States 1, Canada nothing, as the puck glides to the near corner for the United States. United States with it now on the near circle on the Canadian end. She sends it behind the goalie, deflected. Oh man, an opportunity by the United States, couldn't finish the job. Canada goalie just standing tall as the pass is now a little far, but Canada with it behind the United States goalie. She's skating to the near circle, looking around. Now skating to blue line, sending it inside, deflected away by the United States. Canada now has it on the near side. United States, though, closing in and taking it away. Good defense there by the Americans. Now she's tripped. Don't know if that's a penalty or not. I guess it was she just fell down. Canada now with it on her near end. She's looking around, sending it to the far side where the United States will close in on Canada on the near corner. She sends it inside, deflected away by the United States. Oh, Canada now takes it back on the near circle, sends it inside and deflected wide. Canada with it on the near corner. United States poking it away. As now the Americans will lose possession to the Canadians. Now Canada giving it up to the United States. This is Edwards. She sends it to the near side, pokes it free, and now there's going to be a penalty. I believe it's an offsides on the United States. 92.5% or something like that. Gold, silver, purity, and they only need 500 grams per ounce. I gotcha. 6 grams of gold medals falling off ribbons. Oh, wow. Pathetic. Gotta love Olympic rules. No idea why. I don't know. Are there any dudes on these teams? This is women's hockey. This is women's hockey, so they're all women. And I believe they were all born women, if that's what you're asking. So, yeah. No, there are no dudes on these teams. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. United States leading 1-0 over Canada again. The difference of the game is Caroline Harvey, of course, with an assist from Haley Wynn, with the winning play there. Team statistics so far. Go ahead and move my face a little bit so you can see. We'll move it more center there. There you go. But yeah, saves again. Canada with 8. Again, United States started off on defense pretty early, but United States has flipped the script, and they've been the attacking team for the most part. Shots on goal, again, the United States with 9, Canada with 2. And then power play, United States had a man advantage for 2 minutes, but just couldn't capitalize. Of course, again, it is pretty hard to score on a power play. Only converting about 25% of the time. That is a valid question. It is. It is. Crazy as it seems. So if there are any men, they will be found out. Yeah, they will. But they all appear to be women as we're back underway. They're cutting back live in action, so I missed what happened. That's pretty pathetic. United States now with it on the near corner on their own side, as Canada now poking it free, but the United States, oh no, Canada winning it right back. She has it on the near circle. She's deking around, trying to find someone. Sends it inside. Shot deflected wide by the United States. United States now with it on the fast break. This is Curl. Curl trying to curl her way around, but she then stumbles and falls to the ground. As now Canada has it on the far side, crossing center ice, but the puck goes way too far in front of everybody. That's going to be an icing. Got cookies. I actually had broccoli again. Like I just woke up, so I was able to eat. Like we have some blackberries and broccoli and cauliflower. I just nibbled on those. I'm like, man, gotta eat something. So we have that. Got some kiwis. I need to get some kiwi. I need to eat some kiwis. Anyway, face-off won by Canada, and Canada's just going to send it to the far side for another icing. So I guess that's the strat, icing. Icings, back-to-back icings within 5-10 seconds of each other. Again, 1-0 your score. United States leading over Canada. Again, I do apologize. Not the hockey expert. So, but I've been slowly learning some terminology like deking. That's pretty cool. Anyway, United States winning the faceoff. She has it on the far side. Now to the near side as she skates to the far side. Now at the far circle. She's turning around. Sending it inside, deflected wide as Canada pushing it out. United States with it on the far corner. United States now has it behind the goalie. Referee wouldn't get out of the way, so she had to give it up. That was pretty lame by the referee. Just wouldn't move. United States now with it on the near side. Now crossing blue line, sends it inside, or sends it wide, pardon me. Canada now with it. And she quickly gives it up. United States with it on the blue line. Now another offsides. Another offsides by the United States. 7:13 left to go in the first again. United States leading 1-0. Broccoli fettuccine? Oh, I'm sure I would. I don't think I've ever had it. I don't know if I've ever had broccoli with pasta. I don't know. I feel like, though, I'd enjoy that. I love broccoli. Anyway, I could use to eat more. I should. You can probably look at me and tell. Anyway, Canada is sending it to the United States side. United States has it behind her own goalie as she quickly gives it up now. Canada with the blue line, sending it inside. Shot a little wide. Won't count, though, as a shot. Or at least on goal. United States now with it on their own end to the far circle, sending it to the near circle. As she skates and approaches center ice, she flicks it up above, and the Canada goalie just sends it out to the Canadian defenseman. But the United States closing in on it and has it on the far circle now at the blue line, sending it inside and scooped and saved by the Canadian goalie. I'll try to get the names of the goalie. I'm not too sure if it's Phillips or Frankel in for the United States, but I can tell you that it's Anne-Renee Despiens for Canada. I'll have to look closer and see who is in goal for the United States. Face-off won by the United States. She has it on the far circle. She's skating around, looking inside. Sends it inside, deflected by the Canadian defense. She sends it up. Sends it around behind the goal. United States now with it, poking it around. And she has it now on the far circle. Now she stumbles. Canada with an opportunity here. Canada now with the 2-on-1. Now the United States closing in. She sends it behind the goalie again. The United States are just fast. Again, they were outskating Finland. They were outskating the Czech Republic. Everybody. Good defense there. United States now have it on the near end of the Canada side. United States now with it at center ice. She's looking around, sends it up and around as that does, going around the goalie there. Goalie comes out, stops it. Goalie sends it out to the defenseman who sends it out towards the United States end. United States now with it behind her own goalie. She sends it to the near side as she sends it up. And again, they're just sending it up. United States now with it as she now gives it up at center ice, but United States reclaiming it in their own end as she's skating around and sends it to the far circle. As she crosses the blue line, approaching center ice, crosses center ice, falls down. United States, though, there to recover. Far circle, sends it inside, but wide. As now the Canadians will have it on the near wall. Poked away by the United States. United States playing, a little contact there. Curl and another Canadian. Canada now giving it up. United States giving it up. Canada now with it at center ice, sending it down the near wall. Deflected inside by the United States. Canada now just sending it to the goalie where she will down it with 4:53. A lot of pushing and shoving there. The United States didn't like that Stacey of Canada was just trying to drive in on Frankel, the goalie. I mean, Frankel clearly downed it. Stacey was just racing in there regardless. United States coach yelling at the referee like, hey, what are you guys allowing there? You can't do that. So looks like there's going to be a timeout or something as all the skaters will head to the sideline there. Again, 1-0 your score. United States leading with 4:53 left to go in the first period. Make a pretty good broccoli soup from scratch. Nice. Broccoli and creamy noodles. I bet it's good. Gotta go sneak past the bridge troll again. Oh my gosh. Good luck. Yeah, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, I'm not the best at covering, non-football or non-baseball, but I'm giving it a shot. I'm getting there with basketball. Basketball's getting fun. College basketball. And hockey, I've enjoyed hockey. I really enjoy it. I just don't know what to say. So I do appreciate you guys for listening in. Again, feel free to get involved in the conversation. Of course, again, I try to get to the chat during commercial breaks. As you know, if you're tuning in and you like hockey or know hockey, it's very fast-paced. Can't really look at the chat as it, if it were like a football game or baseball game. But during commercial breaks, of course, I really do try to get to the chat. So thank you again for listening in. Thank you for watching. And again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. It is free to do so. It is completely free to do so. Looks like we're working our way back here again. The United States leading 1-0 again. The group standings are as follows in Group A. United States leading. Of course, again, they have a advantage with the game played. But right now, of course, they have the advantage 1-0 there. Canada in second with 6 points. Czech Republic at 4. Switzerland at 3. And Finland at 0. There we go. Face-off won by the United States on their own end. She just sends it and whacks it up to the Canadian end. And that's going to be an icing. So another face-off ensuing. Broccoli and potato almost as good as peas and carrots. Yeah, I would say peas and carrots better. For sure. Broccoli and melted cheese. Pretty good combo. Not the healthiest combo, but, it's good. It's better than most. Face-off won by the United States on their own end. She sends it to the near corner. As she approaches center ice, Canada greets her very viciously. United States now with it on their own end, sending it to the far wall. As she loses possession, and Canada now with it, but it's a 1-on-2. United States, she's closing into the far circle, skating around, sends it inside, deflected wide. Good save by Frankel. As United States now with it on the near side, sending it to the far wall. United States now with it, and she loses possession as Canada will have it behind her own goalie. Sends it to the near circle, sending it to middle ice where the United States is there to intercept it. As now Canada now breaking free with it. Now she has it behind her own goalie, quickly given up. The United States sending it inside, but it's past everybody. Now it's back to the United States goalie. As she'll set it up for Edwards. 3:50 left to go here in the first. Again, 1-0 United States over Canada. United States with it, sending it inside and deflected by Canada. United States with it in the near corner, quickly giving it up. Sending it to the far corner. I believe that's Keller. Keller with it. She gives it up to Canada. Canada now with it on their own end to the near circle, sending it up and to the middle. Canada kind of moving good here. Passes connecting, but the United States defense closing in again. The speed of the United States just too much. Canada with it, sending it inside and deflected away. And here is Edwards yet again. She's flicking it up to Canada as Canada now has it on their own end. Canada with it behind her own and now at the far circle, sending it to the far wall. She's looking around, sends it to the near circle, sends it cross center ice on the United States end near circle, looking around, and quickly taken away by the United States. United States again, just all over it. Their defense just too good. Sending it inside. She's flexing inside. Goal! Oh, what a pass! What a shot! The United States doubling their lead. What a pass, what a goal. The goalie bamboozled as the United States leading 2-0 with 2:42 left to go in the first period. Here you go. An assist by Caroline Harvey and then Abby Murphy. Abby Murphy's pass was just unbelievable. Again, behind the goalie area. No look pass to the middle. And only people there were Hannah Bilka. There was another United States player, so, I mean, that was as easy as you can do. That was a great pass by Abby Murphy. Hannah Bilka just sealing the deal, doubling the lead of the United States 2-0. Americans came to play today. Face-off won by the United States, though, quickly sent to the Canadian end, where Canada will have it on the near circle. She's looking around, sends it up the ice. She's crossing center ice. They're now moving quickly. Canada on the near circle, and there's going to be an offsides. Man. USA, USA. Paid your internet bill whole $15 for $300. Wow, that's a good deal. Jeez, I think I pay $85 a month. And it's okay. It's good. It's just not the best. USA, USA. Yes, sir. USA looking pretty good. Again, I'm not going to hate on Canada on this channel, but, I am an American. I will definitely cheer for my country for the most part. Anyway, Canada with it on the near side. Sends it inside, deflected away. United States with it, and it's deflected. United States with it once more on the far side. Sends it behind the goalie as she's looking around. And United States will send it up. Canada will deflect it up. And the United States losing possession. Canada with a 2-on-1 opportunity. And they're going to call it offsides. Oh, wow. Interesting. That's tough for Canada. Had an opportunity, just couldn't stay onside. How can you get an offsides in hockey? Everyone is everywhere. I don't know. I've seen it more called here at the Olympics than in the NHL. I don't even know if there is an offsides there. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I guess you can't be across the blue line. I have no idea. Anyway, Canada winning the face-off, sending it behind Frankel. Frankel setting it up for the United States. That's Keller. Keller sends it to Edwards. Back over to Keller on the far side. Keller sends it inside. Deflected away. Sends it inside to Murphy, and she's unable to complete the pass or complete the shot. This is Keller. Keller, quickly hit-sticked. Canada now with it. It's a 2-on-2. She's cutting inside to the far side. Sends it back. Canada killing their momentum. Now she's got an opportunity on the near side. She's skating around. This is Stacy of Canada. Canada sending inside. Shots deflected. Edwards falls down, but the United States is there to pick her up as she flicks it out of play with 1:13 left to go in the first. Love the Berg gear behind you. Thanks for doing this. Love following you from work in the Northern Burb. Gotcha. Again, I'm not a Pittsburgher. I was born in Pennsylvania on the eastern side of the state. But, no, I'm definitely Steelers and Pirates. And, again, becoming more of a Penguin fan every day. So appreciate you, Melissa, for tuning in. Again, I'm not the hockey expert, but I do try. Face-off won by the United States. United States with it on the far side as she quickly gives it up to Canada. Canada losing possession, now quickly gaining it back. She sends it behind the goalie. Frankel hands it off to Lynn. Lynn's going to lose it and send it out of play with 57 seconds left in the first. All my hockey knowledge came from playing Blades of Steel. I'm actually not familiar with that. You live in Texas. How do you feel knowing any time state can explode in 5 states? That would be pretty crazy stuff. I don't think that happens, though. I think we'd just secede before we'd allow that to happen. We're just built different down here, I guess. 100 people. Yeah, I think it's because Canada, United States. Huge game. Canada with it, sending it aside and deflected wide. Canada with it on the near corner. She has it at the near circle, looking around, skating behind the goalie. Again, only 47 seconds. Canada has to do something. United States now poking it free. Canada, though, very adamant about getting that puck back. United States with it now on the far circle on the United States side. Deflected. And Canada will have it with about 30 seconds. No! United States with a steal! Shots wide! Oh, man, what an opportunity. As the puck glides to the United States end, 22 seconds left and counting. United States with it on the near wall. Sending it to the near circle. Sends it inside. Shots! Almost an opportunity again, just wide. Oh, my goodness. Canada with it, 10 seconds. United States breathing down their throats, sending it to the far wall. 5 seconds left. 3, 2, and that's pretty much going to do it. United States looking a class above Canada in the first period. 2-0. 11 shots on goal for the United States, 4 for Canada. Again, goals by Caroline Harvey and Hannah Bilka. Assist by Haley Wynn, Caroline Harvey, and Abby Murphy. team statistics for these two teams. Again, 2 goals, obviously, for the United States. 9 saves by Canada, 4 for the United States, but 11 shots on goal for the United States, 4 shots on goal for Canada. And penalty minutes, Canada with 2. United States couldn't take advantage of that, though, as the power play was killed. All right, let's see what we got here. You cannot cross the blue line before the puck. Okay. All right, well, there you go. I know it had something to do with the blue line. I just didn't know what. So, again, sorry for the shirt. Don't know why it looks like that. Don't think, I mean, normally, folks, again, normally it's more of me. But, you know, there's really no ice hockey rink like there is on NHL, so can't. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and have all this. I'll have more of the screen rather than me today. USA has outscored their opposition 17-1 through 13 periods of play. Yeah, they're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Again, these were the... Okay, I got to move my face again. Jeez. These were the statistics of the women's hockey groups. And as you can see, again, the United States with a domination. Canada, of course, were on their way to that. And again, you know, look pretty similar to the United States even after today's game. Again, obviously, anything could happen in these final 2 periods, right? But yeah, I mean, Canada just with a game less played due to the cancellation of the game with Finland. I heard there was like some sort of, you know, flu going around or something like that. I have no idea. But anyway. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Hopefully, again, you do enjoy what you're listening to and you like and subscribe. It is free to do so. Again, I am more of a football expert, baseball as well. But, you know, obviously we're in the state of in-between football and baseball season, so I'm looking for things to cover. And what better not than the Olympics. The Olympics, again, pretty good. And again, hockey, I've covered a little bit of Penguins hockey, so it's kind of a cheat code to cover some of the Olympics with hockey. That's kind of an easy thing for me to cover. Easier, I wouldn't say easy, because I'm still struggling with hockey, but we're learning it. And, yeah, so thank you again for listening and watching. And again, during intermission, it pretty much turns into a Q&A. Feel free to chat down below. Again, I try to get to the chat as often as I can. And, yeah, get a green shirt and a green screen on it. No, not doing that. Oh, sure, blame the flu. Look, I'm just saying that's what it said. That's, or they said virus, but, you know, I don't know. I feel like that was just more of a scare tactic. So I'm just saying flu. But, yeah. So, again, feel free to chat down below. Again, I got nothing for you. I'm not really the entertainer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say, but I do... Actually, let me look at what's happening tomorrow. Let me actually go ahead and see what I can cover tomorrow. Thursday, unfortunately, I believe the United States men play on Thursday. I won't be able to cover it. I don't think so. Maybe it's possible. I gotta drive my mom like 3 hours away. So I don't know what's happening Thursday. Let's see. Ice hockey. Do I wake up 7:30 in the morning to cover Canada? I can do that. Yeah, I can. Then there's men's hockey. Maybe I cover the men's. I don't know. That might be a closer game. Finland, I feel like they're going to get blown out. Curling. Women's curling. Yeah, I won't be able to cover Latvia and the United States. What's happening on Wednesday? Ice hockey. Ice hockey. Curling. Do I do curling? Do I cover curling tomorrow? I might cover curling tomorrow. Oh my gosh, that might actually happen. All right, folks, we're covering curling tomorrow at 12 o'clock Central, 1 o'clock Eastern. That is happening. Now, as far as Thursday, I can probably cover... I'll probably do the Canadian men's team. Because that one, again, I think Canada's probably just going to blow out Finland when it comes to the women. And they probably will have their way with Czech Republic, but it should be more of a competitive matchup. So, yeah, let me go ahead and leave that on for curling so I can remember that for later. I appreciate it, Charles. I try. Have you decided the lineup for the Olympics? No, I have not. I kind of take it day by day. I need to, though. Again, with football, I plan it out like a week or even sometimes 2 weeks in advance. And but with Olympics, I don't know. I need to get back into the game. But yeah, no, I probably should. Again, probably Thursday, we'll only be able to cover the Canadian men's hockey game. How's it going, Brandon? Good to see you. Let's go USA. Oh, yeah, you know it. Looking pretty good so far. Again, 2-0. He tossed his own. He's sweeping better than my mom. Perfect score. Yeah, curling. Yeah, I don't know. That's going to be, yeah, I don't know how that'll go, but we'll make it happen. Again, I don't know anything about curling other than you just got to kind of, I think you got to get it inside the circles more. It's kind of like darts, I guess. No, maybe it's not darts, but you got to get it closer to the middle. Or maybe it's like horseshoe, the closer you are to the... I don't know. I have no idea, but we'll find out together, I guess. If you don't really know much about curling, neither do I. How's it going, Chris? Good to see you, man. Love me some curling. All right, man. Appreciate you. I'm going to rely on you, Chris, for some curling action. Again, the mixed team got silver today, but hey, still a pretty good showing. We'll take silver. It's not like we have curling places everywhere in the United States, so that'll work. The men's hockey is going to start here in the first period. Oh, okay. Glad you can make it. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, I have that. That'll forever always be there. We're going to have that there. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to have for the other emotes. I can't delete them all because then I'll lose 2 spots. So I'm trying to keep them there so they're a placeholder until I figure out what I can have. And again, for baseball season, I'll be sure to have baseball teams, for the members. Of course, for you, Chris, probably just keep the Brewers one up the whole time because we'll be doing some Brewers. Thanks, Doc, for streaming. Look forward to what you decide to stream in the offseason. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Again, a lot of baseball. Whenever baseball's here, we'll be doing that. Right now, though, we're just kind of just going with the flow. Curling, you glide the stone. Sweeping makes it go faster or slower. Want to get it in the center like darts, but the other team can knock your stone thingy out of the way. Canada favor to win the gold medal in men's hockey. An upset, USA upset would be awesome. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm hoping that the United States can do well. Again, they're looking pretty good on the women's side, but again, obviously, this match doesn't really quite matter if they meet again later. And the United States, if they were to win this one, lose the next one, well, Canada gets the last laugh because that would be the game that matters. But I'm confused on curling because, so does it make it, so you said the sweeping goes faster or slower, so how does that make any sense? How can you control how it goes faster or slower? I don't know. It's whatever. Miracle on Ice 2. Yep, maybe. All right, I'm doing okay, hanging in here. Again, right after this game, again, it's going to be, I hope you guys don't think I'm rude. I mean, maybe you find me rude already, I don't know. But as soon as this game ends, I do have to leave, immediately, because I'll be late, regardless, if I were to stay or not. But I got a tennis match I gotta head on over to, so this is going to be booking it. It's going to be really close. At the end of this one, I'm going to be probably a little late. They're going to be mad at me, but, I'm technically working. Technically. But yeah, I'm doing okay, Chris. Doing okay. Hopefully you're doing well, Chris. USA, let's go. Oh, yeah. USA looking pretty good. Sweeping smooths the ice, so it goes faster, I guess, or slower. I forget how it works. Yeah, I have no idea. All NHL All-Stars playing in the Olympics. Yeah, I figured as much. The NHL is the best league when it comes to hockey, so all the players or all the good players from the world come to the United States to play. I am playing tennis. Yes, back on the tennis grind. Former pretty solid tennis player. if you were to look up the 20, well, actually, I won't reveal too much here. Don't want to get doxxed or anything like that. But if you were to look up some random state tennis results, you would find me there. Not saying you would find me on multiple brackets. I know I'll only be there for one entry there in the first round, but yeah, I was pretty good back in the day, about 10, 11 years ago now. Oh my gosh, I can't even. That was, again, about 11 years ago and 70 pounds ago. This guy was pretty good at tennis. Now I'm okay. I actually, again, last time I went to, play tennis, we were playing some of the high school kids, and we beat them. Like the old washed people that don't play every day beat people that play every day. So that tells you the skill level of the kids today, at least at my school. Really a little kind of sad about it, but hey, just built different, I guess. You can do tennis streams. ATP plays year-round, has no commercials. I love me some tennis. Opens are basically every month. Yeah, no, I know that. I don't know. Tennis would be interesting to call. Not really a fan of Alcaraz. I like Alcaraz. I prefer, Djokovic. But as far as the new gen, yeah, I prefer the older gen. You're doing well also. Excited for bowling. There we go. Good luck, man. Yeah, I wish I was... Man, I just wish bowling wasn't so far away. I would do that more often. It's fun. What's the order you enjoy calling games? Baseball, basketball, football, hockey. Football, baseball, and then probably basketball, then hockey. I know it's probably dumb of me to say that in front of, hockey fans, right? But no, I'll be honest. I do prefer... Yeah, I don't know. I'm still getting into hockey. I'm still learning how to call it, still learning what to look for and all that. You say like I would actually know your name if I saw it. Yeah, no. Good afternoon, Dr. Lay. Have a great day. Boomer, sir. Appreciate you, Harvey, for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. They probably practice tennis on the Wii. Probably, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of shocking. There are some good players. The number one player is not too bad, but, if we were to transport him to 2015, he would probably be the sixth best player on the team. He'd be pretty good. He would make our state team, our state tennis team, team tennis team. But it's weird. I don't know. But I don't know. I think that's just our town. Our town has really seen a decline in a lot of sports. Like when I was in high school, even before me. So, when I first got to this town in 2008, I was like in middle school. Our football team was in state contention and all that. When then I got to high school, we were still playoffs. We never got back to state. We made deep runs. Then now they can't even make the playoffs. So it's just weird, really weird. But tennis, I'm actually, for some reason, I never was good at playing tennis on the Wii, despite being a tennis player. And it would always infuriate me, too, because then my non-tennis friends would beat me, and then they would be like, yeah, this is pretty much the same thing on the court. You would lose. And it's back then, I guess, trolling, messing with me. So they would be rage bait. And, yeah, I was getting rage baited. I was getting rage baited back then, I guess. Oh, my gosh. But, again, if you're just tuning in, like, what the heck's going on again? We're in intermission. 2-0 United States leading over Canada. Goals by Caroline Harvey and Hannah Bilka on the first goal. We had 2 assists by Haley Wynn and Hillary Knights. And then the second goal, we also had 2 assists, Abby Murphy and Caroline Harvey. So Caroline Harvey with 2 points in this game, again, contributing on both goals. Very good stuff. Again, the ladies of the United States looking pretty good. Canada, again, started off really strong. It was like, okay, I don't know. Canada's looking like they are for real. And might be a long day, but the United States quickly flipped the switch and has put the pressure mostly on Canada. Of course, again, that's only the first period. Anything could happen. However, if this first period is a reflection of what is to come, it could be a rough day for the Canadian team and the Canadian fans, aka Canadian citizens. So, yeah. My school, we never won football. In my 4 years of high school, we won a collective one game over 4 years. It got to the point we would cheer if we got a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. I mean, we cheer for touchdowns, too. But, yeah, no, that's crazy. And, again, long-time viewers of the channel, or even short-time viewers, you'll notice that I don't have my glasses. This is my first time I've had contacts on in probably over 2 years now. So we're trying this out. I think it'd be good to I don't know, just to have get back into contacts. So hopefully this is, I don't know, I won't look like a nerd, quote unquote, I guess. I'm not a sports person. I remember sitting in the computer lab with the nerds when the football coach and some players came in and tried to get us to join the team. That must have been a real yeah, it must have been. That's pretty crazy stuff. That's pretty funny. Man. I think we're working our way back into action. I don't know. We're going to commercial here. We're coming back from commercial. All right. I think okay, so Canadian team's on the ice. So, yeah, we're working our way back into action. So, again, 2-0. United States leading, looking pretty good. But, of course, this game is far from over. And sorry for how I look in the shirt. That's unfortunate. It is just the way it went. Again, it's a USA shirt. I think it's the only United States shirt I have. But, unfortunately, when you make the camera small, it looks like... Yeah, it looks like I'm part of the old school TV. High school is known for making the football state finals. Now they struggle to win 3 games. It has been some time. Yeah. Yeah, sad to see. Yeah, I know. Seeing a once great power. And, of course, you know, I know we're about to go back in action. But, yeah, kind of, it's annoying. Like, whenever other schools, because I broadcast for the local high school here, you know, my former school. Whenever teams beat us, you act like they just beat the New England Patriots in their prime. It's like, or, you know, the Pittsburgh Steelers, you know, whatever. Just like they parade around. It's such a big deal, even though they're not even close. Like, the current team, not even close to what they were. But it's because they used to dominate for many years, I guess. It's their get back, I guess. Really frustrating and annoying, but, and we haven't been good for over a decade. There's the face-off won by the United States. United States with it now on the right. They're going right to left on their own side, sending it up towards the Canadian end where the Canadian goalie will come out and get it. She sent it to the far side on the far circle. Canada with it now on the near side. Near circle. I can't remember how to commentate now. Sends it up towards the United States end. United States has it on their own corner. Canada now breaking free with it. Sends it inside and deflected wide by the United States. The United States now with it on the far circle as they cross center ice. She sends it around. Canada goalie comes out and stops it. Dangerous play, though. United States almost with an opportunity, but unable to get there in time. Canada went now with it on the near circle. Stacey sends it wide. Shot was wide. Far side sends it inside again, deflecting wide. Canada now playing very offensively, very much on the offense. As it looks like that's going to be, a possible injury there by the United States. She's slow to get up. I don't know if there's a penalty to go along with that. Trying to see who that was. Let's see. That was Abby Murphy. Abby Murphy. That's not good. Looks like they're going to review it. See if she got hit illegally or not. You like the shirt and its matching effect. There we go. So again, already a minute into it, we're already stopping play. Potential penalty by Canada. Again, the United States player was down on the ground for a while. Would be really cool to let you know what they're looking at, but I cannot because they are not showing nothing. Ooh, yeah, kind of just cross-checked her. Yeah, this is a terrible angle. Couldn't quite see if she got a stick in her face. So, again, they're just kind of looking to see. I think it's going to be a power play. I'm thinking, but I could be wrong yet. I'm not the hockey expert. I think it's going to be a power play. Can they have the Colin Cowherd theme song on for some reason? Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Again, we're just kind of waiting to see. Leading to be a power play. Number 10. Looks like they're going to go ahead and... Yeah, Sarah Fillier, the guilty party, and she will be in the sin bin. Should have asked this the other day. What's a power play? Power play is pretty much when it's a 5-on-4, a penalty, by, whatever team. They will spend at least 2 minutes. Most of the time it is 2, sometimes 5. They'll spend that time in the penalty box, and then it's a 5-on-4. So it looks like the United States will be granted a 5-on-4 advantage for 2 minutes. Face-off happening in front of the Canadian goalie on the near side. United States with it at the blue line, sending it to the near circle. She's looking around. Now sends it back to the blue line. Sends it to the far circle. Looking around, sending it back to the blue line. Back to the far circle. Sends it inside of the near circle. Sends it inside and deflected. And now there's a scrum, and I believe the United States saying they have a goal. United States saying they have a goal, but Canada saying no. The referee's also saying no. Interesting. Would love to see a replay on this. United States saying yeah, no, that was a goal. Oh my goodness, some more stoppage of play. United States coach is not happy. He is yelling. He has been very animated today. I believe they're going to look at it. Yep. They're going to review it. Again, the United States was pretty adamant that puck crossed the line. Should have no issue looking at the replay here because they always have a camera right above. Oh, that's a goal. That's a goal. There's no way they could deny that. That is definitely a goal. Oh, yeah, that's a clear and obvious goal. Power play makes it seem like it's cooler than it should be, this guy. Probably viewing how bad the penalty was it sort of 2 or 5? Yeah, it was definitely 2. Wasn't the most vicious thing in the world, but I believe this is going to be a goal for the United States. That puck clearly crosses. Now, they might say that the Canadian goalie downed it. So that could be also a thing. Despians could have downed it. And there's the puck, right, still in the blue area. And then slammed it home. That's as slow as can be. And that is a goal. There's no way they're going to review or take away that. That should be a goal for the United States. That clearly crossed. She did not cover it in time. It's going to be 3-0. If it's not 3-0, then I guess it's scripted to not be 3-0. You got bacon. Nice. Wow, this is crazy stuff. Again, I don't think this is a performance that the Canadians were expecting. Pull up paint and draw us a play-by-play. Nope. Too bad. Thespians. Well, no, her name. What is her name again? I can't remember her name. Desbians. All right. Desbians. Anne Renee Desbians. All right, hold on. It's a goal. Kirsten Sims, the power play goal, the power play hero. Abby Murphy again getting involved. Again, she's been involved on every single goal. Abby Murphy with the assist. Taylor Heisey with the assist. The United States pulling away 3-0 as we're just starting the second period. Canadian coach is having a word with the referee. but it's not going to matter. They awarded it 3-0. United States leading by a field goal. Why is this not on regular NBC? I don't know. NBC has to put on The View or something like that. I don't know. They have to put on other dumb shows. On our way to another 5-0. That would be pretty crazy. I don't think so. Now the Canadian coach is challenging. This would go crazy in the NFL. Let's just say they review it and they say it's a touchdown, and then the coach throws the challenge like, oh no, there was pass interference, pretty much is what they're going to go with here. Or they're saying it's going to be goal interference. USA 3, Canada 0. Again, I don't know. They could take it away, I guess. I don't know. When it comes to hockey, I don't know nothing. So I don't know if they're going to say... Okay, so it's not Despian, it's Dabian. The S is silent. All right, there you go. So again, a lot of stop and go here, which is probably going to make me really late for the tennis match later. That's great. That is fantastic. Man, I don't know. This is interesting. Like the Winter Olympics, but not enough to pay for Peacock. Yeah, I know. I totally get it. I get it. Yeah. Which for me, I went ahead and did it because March Madness, or like some of the conference tournament games are going to be on Peacock. So I'm like, well, I'm just going to go in and get it, save myself the trouble, and not worry about it for a while. All right, here we go. Coach's challenge is unsuccessful. Oh, he Mike Tomlin'd it. Canada coach secretly Mike Tomlin losing a challenge, and the United States again up by a field goal, 3-0 on Canada with 18:42 left to play. And apparently they have some people in the crowd dressed up as a referee. That's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff there, all just communicating with each other. NBC is showing it during prime time. Oh, okay. Tubi's always free. Love their whack low-budget movies. Interesting. Fake it till you make it with hockey knowledge. That's what I'm doing. But, yeah, so 3-0. United States leading over Canada. Canada in a huge hole, a big hole. They have to dig themselves out of it. And I don't know. I don't know if they can. Again, they've started off each period fast, but it's been the United States finishing the period. Pretty much 75% of it's been dominated by the United States. United States winning, and I guess it's another power play because, pardon me, yeah, I don't know why there's another power play, but there is. So anyway, Canada with it in their own end, sending it up the ice. Keller there intercepts it. As she now has it, sends it to the near circle. She's looking around, sends it back to the near circle. This is Edwards. Edwards looking around. She's skating around, trying to find a teammate. She sends it next to the goalie. Sends it inside, deflected wide. United States now with it behind her own goalie. Now sends it to the far circle. Sends it inside, deflected wide. United States with it again on the far circle. Now it's poked away by Canada. Now it's a 2-on-1, but the pass goes through the legs of the Canadian defender. And Canada cannot take advantage. United States with it now, sending it on the far side. Now the far circle. Shots deflected by the goalie. DBN. Good stuff there. 1 minute left on the power play. Again, United States leading 3-0. Canada whacking her stick at the player. Not able to poke it free. Edwards bringing it up the ice. Down on the left side, cutting inside, sends it wide, deflected by Canada. United States now moving it with it against crossing center ice. Line changes in play. 35 seconds left of the power play. Again, United States looking to take advantage of this. Again, unsure what the penalty was, but it is what it is. United States sending it to the near wall. Again, on their own end, still 20 seconds left. Looks like Canada probably going to kill the power play. One of the few victories for Canada so far in this game, though they quickly lose it on the far corner, quickly getting it back. Now United States taking it back. 10 seconds left on the power play, sending it inside, and it's going to be saved. 5 seconds left in the power play. United States leading 3-0. Again, I want to see team penalty delaying the game. So I guess Canada, I don't know. I guess they tackled a player and decided to stay on the player. I don't really know. That's the only thing I can think of. Just couldn't get the puck off in time with the 40-second game clock. Again, football terminology not really matching with the hockey terminology. Face-off won by the Canadians. United States with it, though. Sends it inside, deflected wide. Power play is killed. Canada trying to make something happen. Skating down, crossing center ice, and now it's going to be an offsides. So Canada had an opportunity, but again, just couldn't take advantage. Just couldn't stay behind the blue line. Thought Canada was good at hockey. They are good at hockey. They are. They have been dominating. They have been dominating. It's been a rough one. You know the rules now. You need to learn the players' penalty on Canada. I believe they are failed challenge. Failed challenge results in a delay game. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I do need to learn the players for sure. Again, I know some of the United States players. I just don't know much. United States now with it, sending it up down the far side. Deflected wide as Canada's goalie will have it. Sends it off to a defenseman who sends it down near the near side on the near wall. That skates all the way down, or glides all the way down, pardon me, for an icing. Yeah, again, I've covered 2 United States games, so that's how I've been able to pick up the players. That's pretty much it. I know Keller's 5, Edwards 10. I know the names of the players. I can't match the number. Abby Murphy 37. I think I'm going to get that. I know Janicki. We had someone that was from her town yesterday saying like, "Oh, Janicki's representing a town," so definitely we'll remember her. As that is deflected wide to Edwards. Edwards now with it on the far wall, sending it to Keller. Keller looking around, sends it up the wall. And now it's deflected, actually. Deflected by Canada. Canada now with it at center ice. She sends it inside, and the United States goalie in there whacking it free. But Canada retains it, or regains it again. United States with it. Keller sends it to Curl. Curl, 2-on-1 opportunity for the United States. She's shots deflected wide. Off the post. United States with it. Curl with it again on the right side. She's kind of Curl free. A stick does break free. Canada player lost her stick, sends it inside, deflected wide. Canada doing what they can. United States with it on the near side, sends it inside, and shot deflected wide again. Curl with it on the near circle. She sends it to the blue line. Back to Curl. United States with it on the far circle. Shots going to be wide. Canada with it on the near wall. Sends it up. Canada trying to get something here. But again, the United States too fast. Closing in already. Already with possession of the puck, 15 minutes to go here in the second period as the United States just sends it up the wall. Canada goalie trying to get out of there. She does for the moment. Near circle, sends it to the far side where Canada will have it. Sends it up to the United States, and that's going to be an icing with 14:46 in the second. Canada won gold. And yeah, no, Canada's good. Canada's women's team has like dominated the historically. And again, even their, which I'll try to again hide my face real quick, looking at the table here. I don't know if you're still looking, Chris, or able to look, but yeah, Canada right there again. They're dominating 9-1, goal for and against. But obviously today, not on their A game. Face-off won by the United States, has it on the near side. Canadian goalie sends it back out to the defenseman. As the United States closing in. Canada, though, with it, sending it up the near wall. But the United States taking it back. Sends it back over there to Keller. Keller sends it back, bouncing it off the wall. But it's taken by Canada. Canada now with it on their own near circle. She's crossing center ice, sends it to the far wall where I believe the United States will let it go for an icing or an offsides. Not sure what it is. Results going to be the same. Going to be a face-off. Great commentating. Oh, thank you. I don't know about all that, but I appreciate it. I believe all the players on U.S. and Canada are from the PWHL. Gotcha. I'm not really, I'm not going to lie. I really don't know much about women's hockey. I mean, this is this has been a first for me, but it's been pretty fun. Again, I've really enjoyed hockey. I'm getting into it. Canada with it, though, a 3-on-2 advantage as she is going to have it on the near circle, but quickly give it up as the United States, again, closing in just too fast. This is Janicki looking around. She's at the near circle, looking around, sends it inside, deflected by the Canadian goalie. That's Murphy. Murphy with it. Now she takes a bump. Murphy still with it, though. Sends it to Janicki. Janicki pops it up in the air. Canada with it on the near side. She sends it to Canada. Canada flicking it up to the United States end. United States with it. Sends it to the near wall. Janicki now moving up the ice. Sends it off. And deflected by Canada. Canada again trying to get something going. This is, I believe, Stacy. Stacy sends a shot wide. I forget who number 7 was for Canada, but she's like their captain or something. As United States forcing Canada to try to get rid of it. Canada with it on the blue line. Sends it inside, deflected by a defenseman. Sends another one inside, deflected again by the defense. Not even getting to the goalie. Again, the United States getting in the way of these shots. O'Neill of Canada with it on the corner. She's trying to get rid of it. Sends it off behind the goalie. Canada with it. Sends it to the far side. Sends it inside, and it's deflected wide again. Oh, and 2 Canadian players just push over a United States player. And that is going to result in a stoppage of play. And Murphy's just going to quickly get up to the, go to the bench. I don't know if that's a penalty or not, or an offsides. I don't know, but yeah, 2 Canadian players just whacked Murphy onto the ground. That was pretty crazy to watch. That was pretty insane. Looks like that's going to be a cross-checking on Kristen O'Neill. Again, I don't know what got in the minds of the Canadian players, but again, 2 on 1 there. Just both of them laying into Murphy. Again, they're clearly frustrated. The Canadian women are not happy. We need a WNHL. Well, apparently there's a PWHL, so that'll do it. Appreciate you, Rob, for tuning in. Yeah, I'm shocked to see Jaguar not covered in this game. I think he said he was going to cover curling, but I did catch his post saying that he was not feeling great. Hopefully he's feeling better later. Yeah, good to see you, Rob. Appreciate you, man. Canada's been stressing hard. They are. How many points Hillary Knight got? Hillary has, let's see. Hillary has 1 assist, so I would say 1 point. 1 point for Hillary. So we got a stoppage play. I don't know if they're going to review it or not. Again, a cross-checking by O'Neill. Going to be another power play for the United States. So again, just domination by the United States. Canada unraveling, playing very angry. They're not living up to the stereotype of being very nice, I can tell you that. O'Neill again cross-checking Murphy. So the United States will have another 2 minutes of a man advantage. Hey, Doc, how's it going, Orville? Appreciate you, man. Good to see you once again. Hopefully your shift is going well. United States with it on the near circle. Sends it back behind the goalie. She sends it back behind. Now at the near side. This is Keller. Sends it to the far circle. This is Keller again at the blue line. Sending it to the near circle. Edwards with it. Edwards skating around. Skating inside. Sends it back behind the goalie. And now United States with a bad pass. As Keller's going to have to skate her way into their own end. As looks like she's come to the ice here. Going to say the court. Keller with a pass to herself off the wall. Keller sends it to the far wall. Now Canada with it behind her own goalie. Canada going to give it up, though. United States with it on the far circle, looking around. Looks like they're kind of chilling. United States not really pressing the issue. Hopefully they're not content with the score, because you never know. Again, Canada pretty darn good, but not looking great today. Edwards with it, sends it near the goal. Now deflected wide. Edwards with it on the near corner, sends it back to Keller. Keller sends it to the far side. This is Bilka. Bilka just skating around. She's just chilling. Again, they're not really pressing the issue here. She's just kind of killing time. Sends it back to Keller at the blue line. Sends it inside and snared out of the air. Nice catch by the Canadian goalie, Debian. Again, United States leading 3-0. Should be a trip to the box. It was. Finna spend the entire 2-quarter in a power play. I know, right? Clearly frustrating for Canada. They are going to start playing cheap. Yeah. Yeah, no, that was crazy. Again, I mean, the 2 Canadian players, like, just, I don't know, it was pretty wild leaning into Murphy like that. 20 seconds left to go here on the power play. United States has it in their own end as the puck was sent that direction. United States trying to get something here. Again, they haven't really been pressing the issue on the power play. She's skating inside, and it's poked away by Canada. 10 seconds left on the power play. It's in the far corner. United States just gatekeeping it. I mean, they can chill there for the next 10 minutes. They'd be fine with it. Puck's still there. This is just the most exciting gameplay ever. Now it's poked away. United States with it there behind the goal. Canada poking it free. United States now with it again on the far side. Far wall now on the near wall. Sending it back to the blue line. She's looking around. Sends it back to the far blue line. Sends it behind the goalie. Canada with it there on the near wall. Going left to right as she falls down. United States resetting. Looks like there's a penalty. So not sure on the penalty. I think it's an offsides. Is it an offsides, or is it going to be a... Oh, an illegal hit. Kirsten Sims gonna put the United States, a lady down, a woman down. Sims just... Oh, man, that was a huge hit there on number 7. Again, I can't remember her name. Stacy or Stadler? I don't know. I can't remember. Stacy, that's right. So anyway, power play by Canada. So they have an opportunity here on the far circle. Passes next to the goalie. She's going to look around, send it back to the blue line. Skating around the far circle. Sends it behind the goalie. She's looking around, trying to find somebody. Sends it back to the blue line. Sending it to the far circle. Very slow pass. 1:30 left to go on the power play. Sends it next to the goalie. Sends it inside. No one's there to connect. Canada, though, with it again on the near blue line. Sends it to the far blue line. Sends it to the near circle. Looking around. Sends it inside. Deflected wide. Good goalie. Good goalie by the United States. Canada with it again. Sends it inside. Deflected by the United States defense as she will send it back. And Canada has it in their own end. United States have not allowed a power play goal all tournament. Canada trying to change that narrative today. Deflected wide. Canada with it on the inside. Just unable to connect on the passes. United States racing toward it. And she's got an opportunity. The puck will glide behind. Sends it inside. Nice pass, but now Canada with it. Canada with a great advantage here. A 4-on-2. Sends it to the near side. And it's an offsides. Unbelievable. Had an opportunity. Just couldn't stay on side. Aaron Rodgers just too good on the snap count, getting him to jump. And it's going to be a face-off, I believe, on the Canadian end. U.S. women's team has been a blessing since NHL is off. So much fun to watch. Oh, yeah, for sure. Canada with it with 33 seconds left, sending it back behind the United States goalie. United States playing with it in their own territory as she just whacks it and sends it to the Canadian end. 22 seconds left on the power play. Canadian goalie had to come out and get it. United States, again, playing with a lot of speed, a lot of tenacity. United States with it on their own end. Far circle now to the near circle. Sends it up the ice, and they're, again, just trying to kill it. 9 seconds left in counting here on the power play. 3-0 United States leading. 18 shots on target for the United States. 8 for Canada. And that is a successful power play kill. United States with it on the far end. And it looks like there's going to be another stoppage of play. 8:06 left to go here again. 3-0 United States. Looking pretty good against their rival, Canada. Again, appreciate you guys for listening in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. It really does. Again, we're more of a, again, a lot of football, a lot of baseball. Obviously, football is over, and that's kind of my number one. But we're learning. We're learning how to cover hockey. And again, I'll be doing, for the first time ever, tomorrow I'll be doing curling. be doing curling at 12:05 Central, 1:05 Eastern. United States versus the Czech Republic. And, of course, might as well keep, at the same time. I see Canada's playing. They're playing Germany. China's playing Great Britain. Sweden playing Italy. I can keep up with the scores of those games as well, so that'd be no problem. Because I know curling isn't exactly the most fast-paced, game in the world. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys for listening in. Appreciate you guys again. Like and subscribe. It is free to do so. Seems to be a lot of stoppage. I know. I really, again, I got to play tennis right after this game. I'm going to be pretty late now. So I hate this. I'm going to not. That's unfortunate for me. Yeah, but a lot of stoppage for sure. This game is taking a while. NHL needs to scrap the Department Player of Safety. I didn't even know that was a thing. Never gone to the bar before. I was on it yesterday for the first time. I was there from 9 p.m. till just about 12. I was the only person there. That is, I don't know. That sounds pretty scary if you ask me. United States with it on the near wall. As she's skating inside, sends it inside, no one's there, deflected wide by Canada. Canada now with it on their own end, near end. United States now with it again on the far circle, as there's a big collision there. Stacy took another big hit. United States sending it inside, and that is well wide. United States sending it back behind the goal. United States there to greet the puck, but Canada will have the puck. Sending it to the far side, bad pass, United States with it. On the far wall, sending it to about center ice. She sends it to the near side, now skating to the near circle. Sends it inside, deflected by the Canadian goalie. United States now with it on the near side, sending it to the far side. Sends it inside, again, deflected by the goalie. Good goalie so far for Canada. In this sequence here, Canada with it, 2-on-2, but quickly poked away by the United States. She now has it, turns it on a 2-on-2, 3-on-2. Sends it inside, shot is in, goal! 3-on-2, and the United States just too good. Bilka. Hannah Bilka with her second goal. Assist by Abby Murphy and Caroline Harvey. Again, Abby Murphy has been involved. Or no, it's that Caroline Harvey that's been involved. No, wait, I don't even know. Abby Murphy's pretty good. That's what you need to know. 4-0 United States cruising over Canada. Shot from the near circle off to the top right corner. Again, that is just too good. They're way too inconsistent with player punishment. I wouldn't know. So you don't think we are still going 5-0? I mean, that's possible now. That is possible now. Face-off won by Canada, sending it to the United States end. Again, 6:50 left to go. United States now with it again. Bad pass, though. Canada has it on the far wall. Looking around, intercepted by the United States. United States with it on the far side. She gives it up, though, to Canada. Canada now just sending it out of there, trying to get rid of it. United States, though, on the other end of the pass. Canada now with it on the near corner. They're all bunched up again, just gatekeeping. And they can chill for the next 6 minutes. They would not mind. They're still gatekeeping. The puck does break free back behind the Canadian goalie. She sends it around to the near wall where the United States is on the other end of it. She sends it up, intercepted by Canada. Canada with it on the near circle, sending it up across the ice. That's going to be an icing. USA. Shout out to the USA doubles curling. Yep, no, I saw that. Good stuff, yeah. Again, it's not like we have curling facilities everywhere, so that's pretty cool. The United States can compete in those events. I'm feeling pretty good. Face-off won by Canada. I need to look at the medal count. I guess I can do that during intermission. United States with it on the far side, sending it to the near side. Edwards sends it inside and deflected wide. Canada with it now on the far wall, just trying to get rid of it, flicking it away. As Edwards now with it on her own end. She sends it back behind the goalie. She's looking around, sends it inside to Janicki. Janicki with it, sends it to the far wall. But she's unable to hold on to it as Canada's all over it. Canada now with it in the corner trying to break free. United States takes it away on the far side, sends it. I believe that's out of play. So 5:25 left to go here in the second period. The United States leading again 4-0. Man. United States just too good. Didn't think this would happen. I thought it was going to be like a back and forth game, like 2-2, 1-1, or 2-2, like during this at this point. But man, wow. Yeah, it is pretty good. Let's see here. Let me go ahead and duplicate this tab again so I can save that for later. Medals. You can look at it now. So look at that. Looks like Norway leading the pack. Sort by gold, right? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, Norway, Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, United States. Yeah, where's Canada? Canada with silver and 2 bronze. Yeah, Japan's involved. Look at that, Japan. Japan's just too good. South Korea there, China, Bulgaria, Latvia. Look at that. Man, but again, 4-0 here. Again, appreciate you guys for listening in. Again, I'll be here for the of course, covering as much of the Olympics as I can. Though no other stream the rest of the day. I don't think there's anything else the rest of the day. But yeah, I'll be busy, of course, right after the stream. Got to get out of here as soon as this game ends. But yeah, again, thank you guys for listening in. Face-off happening in front of the Canadian goalie on the far circle. Face-off won by Canada. Canada now with it on the near circle. Sends it up, and it connects, but it finds a United States player regardless. United States with it, sending it into their own end. United States sending it back behind the goalie. Canada with it on the far circle, but then she's crunched. United States giving it up, though. Canada with an opportunity, and it's going to be shot deflected. And it's deflected out of play. Another opportunity at Canada, but again, not able to take advantage. 5:01 left to go in the second. Again, 4-0. USA all over Canada. How about Ukraine? I don't know. The Ukraine is not there. They have as many medals as Russia. Anyway, 4:50 left to go here in the second. United States with it on the far side, sends it up and around, connecting with Canada. Canada now with it and losing control. United States with it, sending it inside, deflected wide. United States with it on the far side, looking around. United States sending it around the wall. Canada, though, with it. Canada with it on the near side. She's looking around. Sends it to center ice. And it's deflected by the United States. But Canada winning it back. Sending it to the United States end. United States with it on the near end. Looking around. Near wall. Looking around. Sends it around. Connecting with the Canada goalie. Canada with it on the far corner. United States winning it back. Trying to get something. Send it to the blue line. This is Edwards. Edwards skating around. And it's taken away by Canada. Canada with an opportunity. It's a 3-on-2. Canada with the 3-on-2. Now the United States closing in. And they kind of blew it. Again, she kind of hesitated. And the United States defense, again, you let them get back in a position, it's over. You let them get back, it is over. United States with it on the corner. As she sends it to the far wall. And she's racing down the right side of the far corner, the far wall. She's just gatekeeping it in the far corner. 3:30 left to go. They're just trying to break it free. Canada is. She's just holding it. She holds it right there in the corner. Like, I'm good. We're up 4-0. And that's going to break free. United States losing possession. Canada with it again. A 2-on-2. Sends it inside. No one there. United States with it on the near end behind their own goalie. Sending it up to the far wall. Canada deflecting it wide. United States with it on the near side. Janicki trying to poke it free. Stacy with it. Sends it to the far circle. Sends it to the near side. And that's deflected out of play with 2:52 left to go in the second. Looks like a little kid got the puck. That's pretty cool. He's the champ. There you go. Everyone's happy. United States players, the United States fans. Oh, it was one of the players' sons. Oh, that's pretty cool. Anyway, 2:48 left to go here. The puck is going to glide into the end of Canada, back behind their own goalie. She sends it up to the far circle. She's skating cross center ice. Canada moving fast here. Now she's going to cut, trying to find a teammate. Intercepted by United States. United States with it on the far wall. She's looking around, far circle, sends it out. Oh, not out of play, deflected. Stays inside. High off the glass there. As United States with it. No, Canada with it on the far side, far wall. Skating to the near side. Trying to get her around the United States defense, but just too good. United States sending it up. And Carpenter with it on the left circle. She has it deflected. Deflected by Canada. And Edwards falls down. Keller with it. She's getting chased down. Sends it back over to Curl. Curl on the near wall. As it's deflected wide by Canada. Canada with it on the far wall, moving left to right. As Canada again will lose possession. United States with it on the near side. Canada winning it back in the near corner. Sends it behind the United States goalie. Sends it inside. Canada with it, the blue line, sending it inside. And I believe that is a save by the United States. Again, that shot was right inside, but she was able to glove it. Again, that's really good just to stay focused again. I mean, she hasn't really had to work too much. Shot was deflected off the stick. Oh, and Spooner of Canada with the shot, and she just flat out sent it right into the glove of the United States goalie. Good stuff there. 4-0 again, United States leading and winning the faceoff. As Canada with it sends it inside, deflected wide by the defense of the United States. USA with it on the near wall. 1:20 left to go in the second period. Canada with it, sending it up the wall. Stacy with it on the far wall. USA goalie will come out. Frankel hands it off to a defenseman who gets crunched, but the USA still has possession. She gets crunched. Canada again with some big hits. Another crunch by Stacy of Canada. Canada with it on the near side, sending it to the far side. Under a minute left to go. Puck glides back behind the United States goalie. United States playing more defense in these past few minutes, but nothing has been allowed. Canada now with it on their own end. She sends it up towards the United States end, where the United States will glide with it and hang out with it. She sends it to the far wall. 40 seconds left to go in the second period. She sends it up and above. Janicki just too fast with it behind the Canadian goalie. She dekes around everybody, sends it to the United States far wall. Sends it to the near side, sends it inside, and that's deflected wide. 20 seconds left here for Canada. She sends it up, and it's going to be a race. Looks like it's going to be an icing. Don't forget the format of the tournament. Group A games are basically an exhibition. Why isn't there a bye for at least the winner of Group A? No incentive to win. I guess so. But, I mean, I guess you get the number one spot, right? You get the number one seed. But I get what you're saying. But you definitely don't want to lose 4-0. You never want to get blown out by somebody that you will probably see again later. I mean, it's just not good. Anyway, United States with it on the far wall, and now there's a crunch on the far side. Looks like both players of the United States and Canada were staying on the ground as she comes in. Looks like the United States is going to have a penalty. So a power play for Canada with 8 seconds left to go in the second. So Taylor Heisey with an illegal hit. Leading with the elbow. Yeah, you can't do that. Being so good that you're in the Olympics should be within a... Yeah, what's up? How's it going, Michael? Appreciate you, man. Charge USA. Yep, for sure. Face-off won by the United States. Canada with it with 4 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. That's going to do it. That is the end of the second period. United States blowing out Canada 4-0. Group A has an incentive to win. Group A can rest their starters. It's like clinching a playoff berth in the NFL in September for Group A. I mean, I guess so, but again, I mean, you don't want to get blown out. You don't want to lose. Like, why would you want to lose? Like, this game doesn't matter. I kind of get it, right? But I don't know. I'd rather win every game. I could not go in with that mindset ever. I would never have that mindset. Not saying, again, I'm an Olympian, but I'm a person that played sports and, was pretty decent. I never wanted to, like, this game doesn't matter. I always wanted to win. And I did win a lot. Very happy with how I was. Anyway, first place plays third place B. Second place plays second place B. Yeah. So, right now, again, really isn't much of a difference. But obviously, again, whenever these teams do meet again, it's not, I don't know. USA will definitely have the upper hand. As there you go. Those are the standings for Group A and Group B. Thanks for joining the game. Oh, yeah, no problem. The men get a bye for winning their group, while the women do not. Well, it's probably, something to do with the teams. I mean, there's 12 teams, 3 groups for the men, and only 10 teams for the women. If it were set up the same, it would be the same. But, I don't know. I don't think it's, again, I can't excuse losing. Losing is never something I'm okay with. But, I mean, I get what you're saying. I mean, I do. I understand it. But just my point is, I don't know. You can't just say, this game doesn't mean anything. Like, I don't know if you're Team Canada or Team United States, but I don't know. That's something like, if the United States were losing 4-0, it's like, well, we're clearly not, Canada is just too good. Hopefully, again, we can turn around the second matchup. But I wouldn't be having that mindset of, this game doesn't matter. No, I would never have that mindset. Going to be tough to defeat Canada twice, Doc. Yeah, that is true. That is true. Again, it's going to be tough. But again, you got to feel pretty good with how they're playing. Again, the United States is just too fast. I mean, that's kind of what we've seen, is that the United States has a lot of speed and can, if Canada does break free on a fast break opportunity, United States closes in really quickly. I mean, they are not letting Canada have a lot of free looks, if any. I can't really think of one. I mean, they've had some opportunities, but for the most part, again, even on the 3-on-2, like this, it just, you feel confident the United States can make it happen. Anyway, appreciate you guys again for hanging out. Again, I'm no expert to hockey. I'm just a guy that has just really started watching it, but I really am enjoying it, genuinely. And hopefully, again, you do like what you're listening to, and hopefully you like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. Again, I plan on covering some curling tomorrow. And if everyone were to subscribe, I would hit 6,500 subscribers. So, again, we're closing in on that. You're going to cover men's hockey? Yes, I will be covering some men's hockey as well. Won't be able to cover, they'll go on the United States game on Thursday. I will be busy. I will be able to cover something in the morning, though. But, yeah, I won't be able to. I think I'll be covering the Canada men's matchup. But I can't cover the United States men's, as I'll be having to help my mom. I have to drive her about 3 hours away. Just family stuff. But yeah, I won't be able to cover United States and Lafayette. But I can cover Canada and the Czech Republic, 9:40 Central, 10:40 Eastern time. And again, for tomorrow, I'll be doing, again, curling, my first ever curling matchup, men's curling, United States and the Czech Republic. So, yeah, hopefully I'll see you there. Thanks for doing the stream. Appreciate you, man. Nice to 1 now. Yep, looking pretty good. Also, yes, games may not matter, but it does matter to the player's mental health. Either you go into the rematch already feeling defeated or take to determine to win. Again, you could flip the script again to Canada's point. And maybe the United States is now overconfident going into the next match, or maybe going into even this third period, thinking they got the game in the bag. Hopefully, again, you'd have the mental toughness to know that, hey, you can't let this team, back into it. You know, you got to take every team seriously. I mean, these are the best of the best in the world. Even if you are dominating everybody, you still have to go into a game with a lot of respect for your opponent. Ideally. And I think they're grounded enough to know that. You'd think. I mean, again, they have not let... I don't know. I didn't like that other power, the power play where they were kind of relaxing, and it didn't look like they were kind of pushing like they were on the previous power plays. They were playing really conservative, just kind of killing the clock for no reason. Again, those 2 minutes are going to go. You know, you're not going to allow a goal. I don't know. That was really shocking. But other than that, they played well. USA has not done well versus Canada. Yeah, no, for sure. I know. This is why it's kind of a big deal. It's kind of a shock. Would not show your cards in the preliminary round. Back-to-back games. Pull players to rest until the bracket round. Yeah, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see what happens. Yes, we'll see. Don't worry, Canada will be ready in the middle round. They better be. Yeah, this is a shocking performance. It's really shocking. I didn't expect this. And I'm going to hide the screen real quick. Got to check out some stuff on my end. But again, thank you guys for listening in. Again, feel free to chat down below. Again, it's Intermission. I just realized the music was playing. What the heck? I don't know. I guess it's... I don't know. Is it on for the other side? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Anyway, yeah, so appreciate you guys again for listening in. And again, during intermission time, it turns into like a Q&A pretty much, where I do chat it up with you guys. I have more freedom to do so again during football and baseball. Obviously, there's a lot of dead time, so the chat is a big part of the channel. But for hockey and basketball, it's kind of different for me. I can't interact with the chat during play because there's really no time to. So, yeah. Anyway, appreciate you guys. USA, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Again, I'm already projecting or expecting to get yelled at when I go play tennis because I'm going to be late because this game is running very much later than I expected. Same for the victory. Going to the rematch, cocky and overconfident, determined. Yep, for sure. What team do the men start with? Latvia. They start with Latvia. That's on Thursday. Canada's given one of their key players a rest. Smart move, in your opinion. Don't show your cards until it matters. I don't know if one player is going to be a 4-goal difference. But like I said, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I'll be probably covering that. So, you know, you're more than welcome to come back and like, hey, Canada is rolling. Feel free to throw it in my face. But, again, you got to feel pretty good, you know. And, again, United States knows that. It's like, okay, well, they're not playing their best player or whatever. So this is going to be a different team. They're going to be a different team, and that I think will nullify any cockiness or anything like that that the United States could potentially develop if they were to play again. Don't forget Marie pulling for Canada got hurt. Yeah, I heard about that. Nice shirts. Nice Steelers shrine. Yeah, I'm getting pumped for baseball season. Oh, yeah, I'm ready for it. Again, as you know, I'm more of a football guy. But definitely ready for baseball. Definitely excited to see how the Pirates will do, and you know, hopefully, I just realized I still have the big screen on. That's not what I wanted, but yeah, hopefully they can do well. Hopefully they're competitive. You saw the bank. What are you talking about? The Cubbies. Where are the mascots at? What are you talking about? But, yeah, Cubs should do well. I think they'll probably be the favorite to win the division this year. Sorry, Chris. But, yeah, I think the Cubs will probably be the favorite in the NL Central. I do think the Pirates have a shot. I think they have a shot for the wild card. I do think they're just average on offense. I think they'll be fine. Again, still wanting another bat. Another third baseman, another decent third baseman. Trail is a really good defender, but he just doesn't offer much at the plate. And I do want another bullpen arm. Ideally, another low-end starter like Jose Quintana. I'm getting cold, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my blanket here. But, yeah, I like Jose Quintana. He's already played for the Pirates. You know, it'd be a good, yeah. Oh, the chat name, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Bears fan and Cubs fan, doing any Cubs games or only for your Pirates? Yeah, most likely just Pirates, but we'll see. I do have a lot of Cubs fans on the channel, so that's something that I could mix it up with. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Orioles here. Yep. Yep. Yeah. Orioles bird watcher. He's resting up until the season starts. Hopefully again they underachieved. Maybe they can get back into action there. The AL East should be very competitive. Should be. Lower body injury. Yeah, that is tough. But yeah, again, we're just kind of hanging out until the third period starts. Again, United States looking like they will cruise to a victory. And again, you know, they still got to play them again. Hopefully they don't get big-headed. Get yourself a Steelers Snuggie. Take care of your coldness and is a shirt. Well, again, this shirt's kind of, it's tough. But, yeah. Just hanging out. Again, I do apologize. Not really an entertainer in between. You know, I got really nothing. Can't really talk football. There's really nothing to talk about anymore. Do you cover the NBA? No, I can't stand the NBA. I cannot. Hopefully the O's can turn it around with new ownership. They went back to basement dwellers. Yeah. No, I actually don't. Yeah, Casey just lied to you. No, I don't cover the NBA. that's no, I don't. I can't stand the NBA. I find it very boring. It's nothing like it was. So I do like college. I do. I have covered a little college. Now I'm kind of working away from that as of now because of the Olympics. But I might cover a college game every now and then. But again, March Madness, I'll be covering some of that as well. Canadian media is on blaming the score on the referee. I would know anything about that, Alex. That is pretty crazy. I don't think the referee is the reason it's 4-0. I definitely would not say that. That is pretty insane. Do a backflip? I'm good. I actually don't need to do a backflip. Perfectly fine with not doing one. About the Blue Jays? I mean, you know, every now and then, I guess. I know I did them more so at the end of last year because they were getting hot. If I were coach of the Team USA, I'd pull any of my starters and not put them back unless Canada gets 3 goals. I mean, they've been kind of rotating as is. Are you saying just not any of line 1? I mean, I don't know. I think they'd be fine. I mean, the bench is looking fine. Or the other lines are good, so I don't know. I don't think it would matter if they did or didn't. Injuries cost your O's in 2025. Sign more great bats, ready to get things rolling. Yeah. Yeah, definitely, again, ready for some baseball. That is, again, the second sport that I'm most comfortable with. Football, again, clearly, you know, just not even close. But, yeah, we're working on other things. We're working on other sports. But, yeah, let's see here. Again, I can show you guys the medal counts. Let me go and refresh this just in case. Again, the United States curling, mixed curling team did get second in curling. So, again, a pretty good performance. You can't really be upset with how they did there. Not expected to do that. Sweden winning the gold in mixed curling. I wonder... I don't know. It's interesting. I'll just keep that one to myself. 22 shots on goal for the United States, 10 shots for Canada. 8 penalty minutes for Canada, 4 for the United States. But yeah, again, those are your top 10 teams. Norway, Germany, Sweden, Switzerland, United States, Austria, Italy, Japan, France, and the Czech Republic. I guess Netherlands and Slovenia tied for 10th. Canada at 13th. China at 14th. They have a silver and a bronze. Same with South Korea. Same with New Zealand. Latvia, Poland, Belgium, and Bulgaria. Canada with silver and 2 bronze. United States with 2 golds, 3 silvers, and 2 bronze. Let's see there. Depending on what schools make March Madness, I will watch. Other than I can't get into basketball. I got you. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I like college basketball. College basketball is much more enjoyable than the NBA. They play it, it's a lot faster paced, and it's more closer to the the NBA of the past. The NBA now is terrible. How's it going, Miss Tammy? Good to see you. And good to see you, nephew. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Again, we're just kind of hanging out until the third period. The East is going to be fun to watch. All about the Rays. All but the Rays should be good. Never count the Rays out. Oh, yeah, never. 0 gold medals. Yeah. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. They have as many gold medals as me. I did not get a gold medal. Sorry, guys. Man, I keep forgetting how long these intermissions are. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Pretty solid performance today. Definitely the best one so far for the Olympics. Not even close. I think this is a blowout. So thank you guys again for hanging out. Hey there, Doc in chat. Heard some baseball talk. My Tigers just signed Verlander. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that this, again, very early. I didn't really get much time to awake and then in between the stream, but I did see that. So, I don't know. Yeah, that'd be cool to see. Back with the Tigers. Definitely think he can help for sure. How long till intermission is over? Your guess is as good as mine. I have no timer, no nothing on my end. Yeah, again, this game is going on longer than it should have. Oh my goodness! Again, this was the doomsday scenario. Honestly, the doomsday scenario was overtime, but yeah, because I gotta get out of here. Gotta get out of here as soon as this game is over. Again, a little recap here before we get started. Looks like we're working our way back again. The United States open up the scoring with just 3 minutes into this game, 3:45 into this game. Caroline Harvey with the goal, Haley Wynn, Hillary Knight with the assist. And then at the 17-minute mark in this game, Hannah Bilka making it 2-0. Abby Murphy with the assist, Caroline Harvey with the assist. And then to start the second period, just a few minutes into it, Kristen Sims, with a power play goal, making it 3-0. Janicki and Murphy with the assist as the face-off is won by Canada. Canada with it behind their own goal. And then Hannah Bilka with the fourth goal of the game there late in the second period. Abby Murphy and Caroline Harvey with the assist again. There was a power play. Canada with a man advantage with 1:30 left to go. Again, Canada still behind their own goal. They haven't really moved up. Now they are. It's like they forgot they had a power play. She sends it to the near side, looking around, sends it to the near circle, sends it inside, and that is deflected wide back behind the goalie. United States with it on the far side, just sending it up, clearing it out, and making Canada start over. Again, 1:10 left to go in the power play. United States again leading 4-0. About the Mariners. Mariners could be all right again. They should be. Canada with it on the near side. Deflected away by the United States. The Canadian goalie with it. Again, 50 seconds left on the power play. Canada bring it up from right to left. Moving right to left on your YouTube screen. Sends it to the far circle. No one's there. She does get there eventually. As she circles back to the blue line, sending it back to the far circle. She's looking around, sends it back to the blue line. 34 seconds left on the power play. She's looking around, sending it in, chilling at the blue line. Canada not really pressing the issue as it's deflected wide. And the United States again making them start over with 22 seconds left in the power play. Looking around, Canada sends it to the near wall. She sends it up behind the United States goalie. United States with it. This is Harvey. She just sends it up the wall. Sends it inside, and that one just a tad bit wide. That was a very fast-moving shot. Power play is killed. So good stuff again by the United States. United States, she wins it. It was a 1v3, and she took the puck, sends it to the far side. This is Murphy. Murphy does give it up. Canada with it on the far wall. She sends it to the goalie, who has it deflected wide. And she sends it inside, deflected outside by the United States. Canada with it on the near corner, now poked away by the United States, as the United States will give it up to Canada. Canada with it in their own end. On the near wall, now at the near circle, circling back behind the goalie. And she'll go ahead and send it to the near circle. And she skates towards center ice, deflected away by the United States. Stacy's on the ground. Now United States with it on the far wall. She's cutting inside, sends it to Edwards. Now it's deflected wide to Keller. Keller does lose it, but the United States, I believe that is Murphy with it. Back behind the goalie, sending it to Keller. Keller back behind the goalie as she's skating up the ice, moving left to right, sending it to Edwards down on the near side. Edwards skating to the far side, skating to the far circle. Back behind the goalie, and she loses possession. Now she's looking around. I believe this is Janicki. Janicki is crunched back behind the goalie. Canada trying to poke it free, and Canada does, but the United States wins it. Sends it inside. Canada poking it away. Puck was just kind of gliding in front of the goal. Canada with it on the near end. She sends it up, and it's deflected away by the United States. United States with it now going left to right. She's got an opportunity, but it's poked away by the Canadians. Canadians poking it away, and they will get it back on the near circle of their own end. Canada with it on the near end as that glides. The puck glides to the United States goalie, who sends it out. So again, another line shift for the United States. Frequent line shifts as always. United States sending it to the Canadian goalie. Oh, it's deflected, taken away by the United States. Shots inside. Shots deflected. United States with it behind the goal. Again, another opportunity for the United States. That was almost 5-0. Canada with it on the far wall. She's now skating into the United States end. Shot's going to be snared by Frankel with 15:43 left. That is downed. Man, again, close to making it 5-0. Again, the goalie with a bad pass, sending it to the United States, skating it inside, passing it to another United States player, but just couldn't seal the deal on the other end. Good block there by the Canadian goalie. Appreciate you, Turkey, for tuning in. What you got? What's going on? Sorry again. Can't get to the chat as often as I'd like to when it comes to hockey. They're just rolling them. They are. College football, yep. New to hockey, I already love it after a year. Why aren't they allowed to drop the gloves in the Olympics? No idea, Francisco. No idea. No idea. All right, United States with it behind their own end. She's skating to the far circle, sends it up. And I believe that's going to be stopped by the goalie. Goalie sends it out to the United States. Bad pass again by the Canadian goalie, but Canada with it, deflected down by the United States. She just slapped it out of the air. Canada with it on the near end. Another stoppage of play offsides. U.S. had such a good time. Yeah, they are. They're averaging 5 goals. They're really good. Go another 5-0 game. We'll see. USA has been dominant. Yeah, they've been looking pretty good. Again, good to see you, Kenneth. Appreciate you for tuning in. Halftime over this guy. What have I been talking about? Thank you, Dr. Light. Appreciate you, Miss Tammy, again. Thank you. Again, I'm trying. Face-off won by the United States. She has it at the far circle, sends it inside, and deflected wide. United States will have it on the far end, far wall, sends it to the near blue line. Edwards sends it inside just a little bit wide, back behind the goalie. USA will have it again. She sends it back to Edwards on the near side, who starts skating to the near circle. Edwards with it. Skating again, sends it inside, deflected wide yet again. Keller with it on the far end. She sends it back behind the goalie to Murphy. Murphy is yanked around. And possibly a penalty? Let's see here. It's a great sport. It is. It's really fun. So might as well cheer for the U.S. I gotcha. So it looks like LaRock. LaRock. What a cool name, by the way. LaRock is in the penalty box for Canada. Jocelyn LaRock. The French Rock. Not really. But yeah, 2-minute power play for the United States. Face-off won by Canada. Canada just going to go ahead and whack it down. United States goalie Frankel just kind of setting it up for Keller. Keller with it down on the near side. Near wall. She's still skating. A 1v4. And she is eventually crunched, given up by, or taken away by Canada. Canada with it on the near circle. She just flicks it down to the far side, making the United States start over. 1:30 left to go on the power play again. 14-15 left to go in the third period. United States leading 4-0. United States with it. Harvey does skate around. Sends it over to Keller. Keller sends it up to the far circle. Sends it back over to Keller. This is Harvey. Harvey with it. Sends it over there to the far side. She skates inside. Edwards sends it in. Deflected off the post. Oh, my goodness. Canada with it again. Oh, Edwards with it. Sends it inside. Deflected away by Canada. Edwards fights for it again. Canada with it. She just sends it up. USA trying to bat it down. 50 seconds left. Another line change for the United States. Harvey with it. Sends it up. This is Janicki. Janicki with it on the far circle. She sends it around back behind the goalie. As Sims will give it up. And Canada sends it down to the United States goalie. United States with it on the near side. Sends it up the near wall. This is Murphy. Murphy sends it across. Murphy takes another hit. Stacy again, just very aggressive. United States with it. This is Murphy. Murphy sends it across on the near circle, deflected away by Canada. Looks like it's going to be another power play kill as Frankel comes out to stop it. And yes, the power play officially killed. 12:47 left to go here in the third. United States again leading 4-0. United States with 25 shots, 13 shots for Canada. Canada now with it on the far corner of their own side. Sends it up, intercepted by the United States. Oh, far circle, one-on-one with the goalie, deflected. Good goalie by Canada. Canada now with it, taking it, moving right to left, crossing center ice. She sends it up the ice. Camera work is pretty terrible. Can't see what's happening. That's deflected up by the goalie. United States with it, poking it free. Canada now with it. She sends it inside and back behind the United States goalie. She sends it up to the near wall where she is taking a hit. Now United States player falling down. United States with it in their own end. 12 minutes and counting here in the third period. She sends it up behind the Canadian goalie, who sends it out to the defense where the United States greet her very viciously. Canada with it now as they cross center ice, looking around. United States closing in, and once again, the speed of the United States just too good. Though she overskates it, Canada now with it in the corner, but she does give it up. Sends it to the blue line. United States now with it behind her own goalie. Canada with an opportunity in front of goal. Hesitating, shot deflected by the defense. Canada again didn't pull the trigger. Sends it to the far circle. Shot is well wide. And that is out of play with 11:18 left to go in the third period. Let's see here. Yeah, 64.90. Yeah, I know. Pretty cool stuff. Another subscriber. Thank you, Francisco. Thank you again. Appreciate it. Hockey popular in Australia? I would not know. Not popular enough, mates. We have leagues, though. You played state in 96. That's pretty cool. Appreciate you, Simon, for tuning in. And I'm not the hockey expert, folks, so I do apologize. You can probably tell. But definitely learning more and more as we go on. So thank you again for listening in. Again, if you do like what you're listening to, make sure again to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel. Again, it is free. If everyone were to subscribe right now, we'd hit 6,500. Would be pretty cool. Would be pretty cool. It'd be a shock to me, honestly, to get that. But I'll take it. If not, that's okay. But again, I'll be covering more of the Olympics. Tomorrow I'll be doing a curling match. I believe it's United States and who? I can't remember. United States and the Czech Republic. And then for Thursday, won't be able to cover the United States match for the men, but I'll be able to cover the Canadian match in the morning. So, again, I'll be able to do that on Thursday. So, again, appreciate you guys for listening in. KC, like in the United States, again, they're looking pretty good. Looking pretty good, again, with the 4-0 lead. Though Canada not looking like they'll concede anything here. They've been playing much better here in the third period, or maybe the United States taking a little bit off. I don't know. Face-off happening in front of the United States goalie, won by the United States. As this is Harvey racing down the near boards. Canada comes out to, the Canadian goalie comes out to send it to the Canadian defense. Now it's in the corner, bunched up. A lot of kicking, a lot of pushing around. Sends it in front of goal, and that's deflected wide by the Canadian defense. The United States sending it back behind the goalie. She's looking around, trying to find someone. That's going to be deflected to Canada. Canada, though, quickly giving it up to the United States. United States with it on the near side. Looking around, sends it to the near corner, sends it to the far side, where it's deflected by Canada. Canada not quite having possession. United States winning it back on the near circle. She took a big hit in the corner. Canada, again, dishing out the punishment. A lot of punishment from Canada. United States punishing, though, on the scoreboard. As that puck will glide to the Canadian goalie. She sends it out wide. 10:20 left to go here in the third. Deflected wide back over to the near circle of Canada. Canada with it behind their own goalie. She sends it up to the far side. Connecting it to the near side. Near circle. Looking around. Edwards trying to play some defense. She does. Deflected inside. And it's poked away by the United States. Keller with it. Racing down the far wall. She just sends it up. Connecting. Oh, an open opportunity. Open goal, but could not seal the deal. Oh, the United States could have made it 5-0 again. Just couldn't finish the job. Edwards now with it on the near wall. And the Canadian goalie has, I don't know, made some interesting passes and also have come out probably at the wrong time. She is, again, added some decent moments, of course, but just, again, nothing really to write home about. This is the United States with it, sending it up and around to the far circle, sends it inside. Now it's back behind the goalie, sending it to the near circle, deflected by Canada. Canada steals it and sends it to the far side. Now it's going to be with the United States as she has it at the far side. Now they're going to reset it in their own end. It's with it with 9 minutes to go here in the third. As she's just skating in her own end. Again, they're kind of just killing time. Canada now crouching up, but not going to happen. Sends it right to the goalie. Goalie sends it out wide. United States closing in on it fast, but unable to get there in time. United States with a big hit. USA at the far side. Looking around, sends it back to the blue line. On the far side. She makes a guy miss. She juked her out of her shoes. Sends it inside, deflected away. As Canada now racing up right to left again, crossing center ice. Canada trying to get something going. A lot of cheers from the crowd. Clearly an anti-American crowd, or maybe a pro-Canada crowd. It is what it is. As United States will send it up. And now Canada with it on their own end. Canada turns it over. United States with it, a 2-on-2. Edwards with it on the left side. Sends it in. It's a goal! Edwards making it 5-0. Layla Edwards finding the net again. She's had some shots going off the post, 2 of them that I can remember. And she finally finds it in between the post, making it 5-0. Looks like Mysterious was indeed correct. Covering any other games? Probably not. Sorry. Probably not. Not tonight. Again, I got to play tennis. I should be back in the evening. I'll probably be pretty tired, though. Shower and then just kind of relax. Finland's beating Switzerland 2-0. They may win a game. Oh, wow. Is Harvey in? Well, they've been going in and out, the players, in and out. U.S. goalie is a wall. Yes, both goalies. Again, Phillips yesterday, Frankel today, pretty solid. Based on how Switzerland played last night, I say that sounds about right, this guy. Again, appreciate you guys. Glad you covered the USA women. Always do a good job. Thank you. I could say the same about your men's. Yeah, no, hopefully. Again, they'll do well as well. Again, I won't be able to cover the first matchup on Thursday, but I will be able to cover the Canadian men's team early that morning, as the United States have it behind the Canadian goalie. Again, 7:45 left to go. USA leading 5-0. Canada taking it away in the far corner. Intercepted, though, by the United States. USA with it on the far circle, looking around, and she's going to go ahead and skate towards her own end. Keller sending it over here on the near circle. United States sending it up on the far wall. Intercepted by Canada. Canada with it on the far wall. She just sends it up and around to Frankel. Frankel, though, hands it off to a Canadian player. Sends it inside, and it's deflected away by Heisey. Heisey again, the United States defense, too fast. Canada taking advantage of a fallen United States player. They'll take it over with 7:03 left to go. She sends it up where Frankel pokes it out to the United States. Again, the United States speed, I mean, they're just too fast. Canada going for the hit, but the USA has the puck. Canada right in front of goal. Canada has a shot. It's going to be denied by Frankel. Canada with the shot. The puck just glided right in front of the goalie. Canada was right in front of it. Shoots it again. Denied by Frankel. And honestly, the Canadian player, she hesitated. I don't know why. She was right in front of goal, looking for a player to pass. I don't know. Another offside, 6:27 left to go. Canada just won't pull the trigger when they need to. Let's see here. USA, yep, 5-0. What the, I know, right? 5-0. This is not looking good. Yeah, Canada with the rough performance, but again, expect them to come back a lot stronger whenever, I mean, again, most likely they will play again. U.S. men in a weaker pool, which is concerning during post-preliminary. Okay, gotcha. Denied. Yep. And thank you guys for hanging out. Do you believe in a miracle? I don't know if this is a miracle, but yeah. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Give me a sec. Canadians men's team is stacked. Yes, they are. Through the 5-hole. 5-0. Yep. I don't know why it's hiding your comments, Michael. That's kind of odd. But again, thank you guys for hanging out. Again, I'm going to finish this game, of course. And again, hopefully you don't find me really rude, but as soon as this game is over, I got to get out of here. I'm going to be late to tennis, so yeah. But again, I'll be covering tomorrow my first curling matchup of the Olympics, United States and the Czech Republic, I believe. And then on Thursday, I can only do... I guess I could do a curling, but I don't know. I'm good on that. I'll be doing the men's Canada matchup versus the Czech Republic. Again, that's happening at 10:40 Eastern, 9:40 Central. I cannot cover the men's hockey, as I'll be, again, I'll be away with a family matter. But again, hopefully you do like what you're listening to, and like and subscribe. Again, I'm going to be covering as much as I can with the Olympics. Right now, just one a day, but we might be ramping that up in the near future to 2 or 3 events a day. Canada with it on the near side, sending it back behind the United States goalie. Canada with it on the far corner, 6:09 left to go. United States now taking it away on the near side to the near circle. She's racing down, crossing center ice, but she's pickpocketed by Canada. Canada now with it on the near circle. She sends it inside. The pass too much. Too far out in front. United States just deflecting it wide. Now the United States have it as she's crossing everybody. She's deking in front of everyone. Shot's going to be deflected wide. That's a gutsy shot from that range. Curl trying to poke it away. Curl does have it. Shots inside. United States threatening again. Canada poking it free. 5:30 and counting. Here in the third period, Canada with it, a 2-on-1. 2-on-1, Canada with an opportunity, and she's denied. United States, again, just too good on defense. That's what they do. Canada's shot is just wide. 5:15 left to go here. United States with it on the near wall. She sends it to the far wall. She's now skating to the near side, looking around. Now she's going to start over. That was Janicki. Janicki to Edwards. Edwards coughs it up. Edwards wins it back. Bad pass to Keller. Keller racing to it. Keller does get it, passing it up, sending it back over to the near wall, crossing the blue line. Shot's going to be a little wide. United States with it back behind the Canadian goalie. Sends it inside. Shot is deflected wide. United States getting some shots here. Good-looking shots. United States with it. Shot's going to be saved by the Canadian goalie. I can't remember her name. Again, I just forget the goalie every now and then. Debian or something like that. The S is silent. Joseph Verlaine signed a contract. Yeah. Yep, he was there for a long time. Peace out, people. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, Simon, for tuning in. Tigers are loaded. I was not happy with the Tigers when they let him go, but having him back is awesome. Yeah, going to be really interesting. You have another ace now with the Tigers and Skubal. And, yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that plays out. So, yeah, hopefully you guys can keep him. Would hate to see, again, I would hate to see him go to, like the Dodgers or the Yankees. Yeah, I don't know why it's hiding. All these comments, I'll have to look at. I'll try to remember to look at that and see what's going on, why it keeps flagging. Tigers need to keep Scoobs, pay the man. Yep. Great Hinger. Again, I don't know why it's hiding some comments. It's really weird. I'll have to look at it. Again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Again, I know you're probably annoyed with me, but make sure, again, to like and subscribe before you go. Again, we're closing in on 6,500 subscribers. Would be pretty cool to get that today. But, yeah, thank you again for just listening, for watching, for viewing. Helps out small channels like mine as I'm trying to make more of a, just trying to make more of an impact here on YouTube, trying to cover as much as I can and, hopefully, again, just get better and better at broadcasting. All right, face-off here on the near side. Going to be won by the Canadians. Canadians have it on their own end. In the corner, she just sends it up the ice where the United States will have it. Now it's poked away, but the United States will have it in the far corner of their own end, sending it up the wall, connecting with Canada. Canada just sending it inside, deflected away by Frankel. Frankel pokes it out to the near side. Canada, though, with it, sends it inside and saved by Frankel. About Verlander, that would be something if Miguel Cabrera came out of retirement. That would be pretty interesting, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I don't know why it keeps holding. Comments here. Missed that guy. They gave Tigers fans a lot of years. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, made an impact. I guess so. It's going to be sent up the ice here as the USA winning the face-off. Canada, though, with possession with 4 minutes and counting here in the third. This period moving a lot faster, by the way. I can just immediately tell here on the far circle. She skates around the United States goalie. Puck is just gliding free, now poked away by the United States as it's being whacked around. Canada now with it. And looks like there's going to be a high sticking by, I don't know, who was that? High sticking by, I don't know. Looks like they're replacing a goalie for Canada. Maybe it wasn't a high stick. I don't know. I thought I saw, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I know. I don't know nothing. So no high sticking, no nothing. Just a goalie switch with 3:45 left to go in the third. Just trying to get some more action there for the other Canadian goalie. Canada winning the faceoff, sending it to the far corner. United States with it back behind their own goalie. She's looking around, and Canada with it in the near corner. As it's poked away by the United States, they have it on the near side. This is Janicki. Janicki trying to skate around. She does, but then quickly taken away by Canada, who sends it up on the far wall. But the United States with it with 3:20 left to go. This is Edwards on the near side. She sends it. No, never mind. Fakes the pass. She's skating through everybody on the near side. Sends it around back behind the goalie. She has it in the far corner. Quickly taken away by Canada. United States trying to whack it back. They do. Canada and the United States greeting each other in the corner very viciously. Canada with it, though, as she breaks free, crossing center ice, sending it down to the near side. On the near wall, she's turning, cutting, looking for somebody in the near corner. 2:45 and counting. United States with it as she sends it up on the near wall. Trying to break free. She does have it on the near side and then loses control of the puck. USA, though, with it regardless as she sends it inside, taken away. Shot's going to be deflected up high off the glass. USA with it on the blue line, sending it back behind the goalie. USA with it, sending it back behind the goalie again. And the USA just gatekeeping again. 2:15 and counting here in the third. She's looking around, sends it inside, and saved by the Canadian goalie. Again, the backup in there, or at least the non-starter, with 2:10 left to go. New goalie is Mashmeyer, or Mockmeyer. I don't know, probably Mashmeyer. Remember in 1980, my teacher would let us watch the Russia-USA. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. 6 teams make the medal round. Chat. There you go. All right, Canada with it here with just over 2 minutes to go. Sending it up into the bottom corner, the near corner. Poked away by the United States, sending it to the far side. She deflects it up. Canada now with it as she sends it up, and it's intercepted by the United States. USA with it here on the near side as it was quickly given up. Canada with it, sending it to nobody. USA will take advantage, but she is crunched. Canada with possession in the near corner. She sends it up the far wall, sending it back to the bottom corner. USA with it, sending it around where the Canadian goalie Mashmeyer will hand it off to a Canadian defender. 1:30 left to go here in the third. Again, Canada with a performance that they will do their best to forget. USA with it on the far side, sending it to the near side. They're just kind of hanging around behind the goalie. Now she'll be moving up, sending it around the Canadian goalie for an icing with 1:06 left to go. Oh, that was a question. It's going to be 8. So 5 teams, from what I gather, if you're talking about this. So everybody from Group A advances for some reason. I don't know why. And then the top 3 teams from Group B advance. So right now looking like Sweden, Italy, Germany, and then, of course, everyone in Group A. Japan with an outside shot, but they, again, play Sweden. Very unlikely that happens. So, yeah, I don't know. Canada's never been shut out in Olympic play. So that, again, not good. Not ideal. Just a performance, again, that they will do their best to forget. Great tennis game. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Mysterious. Face-off won by the Canadians. Canada with it on the near side, sending it up to the far side. Pardon my voice. I'm losing my voice here towards the end. Canada with it on the far corner. USA poking it away with 40 seconds left. She pokes it free, sent down to the near corner of the Canadian side. USA with it, sending it inside. Nothing comes of it. Canada with it. Now the USA back with it, turning it over like crazy right now in the near corner, sending it around. This is Edwards, sends it inside, deflected away by Canada. 20 seconds left. Canada with it in the near corner. USA again perfectly content with this. Canada with it with 11 seconds. She's just going to send it up. And that is pretty much going to do it. 5 seconds left. Canada content with this. 5-0 United States over Canada. That was a shellacking. As the United States, I guess, will have the number 1 seed, most likely. In the knockout round, they'll take on, I guess, whoever finishes third place in Group B. But Dallas is at the game. Oh, really? Wow. Oh, she is not happy. Tennis fans, chat, I enjoy playing. Yeah, no, I'm going to be playing tennis very soon. But yeah, again, appreciate you guys. Again, I got to go right now pretty much. But yeah, if you did like what you've been listening to, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Helps out the channel a lot. And again, if everyone were to subscribe right now, we would hit 5,000 subscribers. So thank you again for watching. And again, I will see you guys tomorrow for some curling. We're going to try my first ever curling matchup. Hopefully I can make that exciting. And then on Thursday morning, I have to do, not have to do, but again, I will be doing the Canadians' first, the men's first match for Canada. Can't cover the United States later that day because I'll be busy. And then we'll see what happens on Friday and so forth. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, listening. Y'all take care. United States winning 5-0. Go USA. And again, this isn't an anti-Canada channel. Just again, I'm an American. Going to pull for the United States. Y'all take care. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Peace.